OBS crashed and I had to reopen it.
It's not the Dell. Should we unplug it and plug it back in?
Where is it?
It's not there. Should we unplug it and plug it back in?
You could try it. Why is it not populating there?
Is that red light mean USB? I don't know.
You heard me about opening weight, 460 weight.
It's not populating there.
Go, if you hit audio here, go like this.
It's not populating.
It's not there. We can't like, how about, and you saw it it's actually coming up in the Mac though?
Can we go mini? Do you have a 1/8" jack and just go into the audio card like that?
No. I don't have like a, well, let me see.
1/8" jack to.
But you can't go in to the computer that way. Why not? Into the input, into the headphone jack of the computer? No, into the mic jack. There's a mic jack. Oh, there's a mic jack? Yeah. All right. It's a 3-pin, like
Fuck.
you have the 1/4" on the back and the XLR on the back.
It's both XLR and 1/4". There is a fucking. You sure? You sure that's I think that's just headphone.
Oh, that's not a mic?
Yeah, I think it's just headphone.
It's just headphones. I thought that those have the 3. I thought that those were service mics too. Let's try it. Like if you put a headset in.
Let's try it. Got no audio right now.
It's gonna sound the signal to be a lot different than like what it was.
OBS crashed right before I went.
Coming from a mic. It's gonna be different. That was going to your monitor.
that I think I've done in my young career. So very exciting, really cool to be able to work with guys like Steve and Angelo and everybody here at USA Powerlifting.
Yeah, amazing guys. I actually met Angelo through my coach, because we have the same coach. We share the same coach.
Joe Stanek.
Joe Stanek.
There's
Joe
some shine
Game
out
Day.
there, man. Yeah, absolutely. Game day.
Game Day Barbell, Austin,
Game Day
Texas.
Bar. Shout out Tim. Shout out Ricky. All those awesome guys out there. Andrew.
Look at Lauren. Getting ready for the second attempt.
More
200
cut work.
kilos, 441 pounds.
Nice and even. 200 keys. Hold up. Can we peep the Romelios too real quick?
Right?
Hold up. Is that a little... Yes. I love
Custom.
that. Custom. Romelios too. I'm an old head, so that's my vibe right there. Oh, yeah. Beautiful
Good
depth
in
there
there.
by Lauren. No doubt.
People that have been noticing, you can notice that a lot of people have different
3 white
types
lights.
of knee wraps.
Yeah.
And like she is wearing, Lauren is wearing the THPs, which I think most equipped lifters prefer. I think they
That
say
one's,
you get
you'd call that one like the gold standard.
Yeah, the gold standard,
Okay,
yeah.
the THP.
the THPs.
Okay.
And people love those because you get a good amount of stiffness out of the wraps
Right.
plus a good amount of revolutions.
Yeah.
And that's
absolutely.
what really matters is the revolutions.
Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. And that and again, these are things that I don't think our audience really knows that much about, because for the most part, Equipped was really kind of, that's what we identified with powerlifting pre 2012, really. So I mean, prior to that time, at least when I started following powerlifting around that time, I started to see the end of Equipped.
Yeah.
I started to see kind of like, you saw the Blaine Sumners of the world, right? They were still kind of at the top of the sport. And not saying that he's not now, but it's still one of those things where it's shifted. And we've seen the paradigm shift of equipped lifting, and now we're trying to see now open raw lifting.
Yep.
And now, like, the numbers themselves have dwindled, but it's still a lost art. It's one of those things that I think it's nice to be able to see, kind of like you said, giving the visibility to these lifters. Kelly Layden Ferrer, 220 kilos here on the bar, squat, second attempt, 485 pounds. A little strange setup here.
Yep. She's good. She's got time.
She's got time. And that's correct there, Austin Perkins. We do have only a minute where you are able to, once you get the bars loaded command, you only have a minute to be able to execute the lift.
Yeah.
But that minute does last a long time.
That minute does last a long time. That's why most of the time equipped lifters come out at the exact 1 minute mark so they can have time just in case, just like
Exactly.
Kelly had
Something
to
like
reset
this.
up.
Exactly. No, and that's a good call there, Perk. Let's see what she gets here from the referees.
3 white lights.
All right.
See, that's a good thing she came out at the,
Yeah,
at the start of that 1 minute,
that's-
because if not,
I was gonna say, girl, you're coming out hot here. All right. So now, oh, thanks, Rachel. Yeah. So, a little bit of background, but yeah. So, 3 white lights on that one. Kelly Layden Fair. Some of our equipped lifters are amateur equipped lifters.
I mean, it's for Michelle. Michelle is finishing squat off today with 105, 231 pounds.
And again, after you get the call that bar is loaded, that is when the clock for 1 minute starts. You don't have to execute your lift within that 1 minute. It's just you have to start your lift before that 1 minute ends. Otherwise, you get what's called timed out, and then the lift is nullified.
Correct.
And Perk, just out of curiosity, you're also a referee, or are you not?
I'm not a referee.
You're not?
Actually.
Oh, okay. That's my only assumption.
I actually took the test my freshman year of college, and I failed it. And I was like, I'm just
Let
not
me
gonna
take
try
that as
anymore.
an opportunity to tell you, please do your due diligence. You're
yeah.
one of the greats of the game. You have to be out there on the platform. We need people like you to call lifts. And also for our listening audience as well, if you guys want to get involved volunteering, we always need volunteers. We always need referees. We always need spotters and loaders, and it's important because this kind of stuff helps enforce the standard that is USA Powerlifting, and we can never get enough. If you ever get a chance, please go on to usapowerlifting.com. take a look. You can still get involved on any sort of meets.
Yep.
Just look at the calendar, and you can filter by your state, your locality, all those things. It's a great process, and everyone's super helpful, and the entire process itself is not difficult. And more than anything, it's the community aspect. It's such an awesome culture to be involved with. So everyone here in USA Powerlifting has been such a great resource ever since I've got involved years ago. So it's been a really great thing.
I've met some of my best friends through powerlifting, so I say go out and try it. And for my food lovers, if you do love food, sometimes the meet director does give you free food whenever you spot and load. So,
That's true. That's
so
true.
if you want a free meal one day, just call up your local USAPL meet.
That's
Might
right.
Get you a free sandwich or some chips or something.
That's right. Yeah. No. And that's something that's also changed over the years. I do recall, and still for the most part, a lot of these volunteers, not just the referees, not just the spotters and loaders. This is a free resource kind of thing. This is something where they're taking the time, they're paying their own money, they're paying their own way to be out here in Columbus, Ohio, and all these local meets and stuff like that. So they're just here to help. They're here because they love the sport. They're here because they love to contribute to the community. So it means a lot. Only very few and far between do they actually get like stipends and salaries. So shout out to all the meet directors that are able to do that, but I do understand that that's not the norm. It's actually it's very difficult because it's a lot of work to run these meets.
It is. Michelle coming out for her final attempt squat.
Michelle Franklin from the UK,
Oh,
international lifter. Squat third attempt, 105 kilos.
a little pause at the bottom. Make sure they can see depth.
Three white lights. All right. Look at that hop out there.
That's what we like to see. Lifters getting excited. That's my favorite part.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
celebrating after a lift. The
Yeah.
crowd clapping.
Absolutely. I think that's the biggest. I mean, for at least the audience at home, it's always awesome when you finally get to see kind of the work finally. If you're following friends or family on Instagram or anything like that, and you see them training all the way from the beginning of their training block all the way to their peaking block and everything, and then when they finally get to prove it on the platform, everything kind of comes to fruition. It's so awesome.
It's so amazing. You put all those, people don't realize that you put all those hours in the gym. I know people that stay in the gym for 4 hours just to be on the platform for 9 minutes?
Especially the equipped lifters.
Yeah.
Yeah, of all
Equipped
people.
lifters. Oh, yeah, 5
Yeah.
hours for equipped lifters.
I mean, of all people, Alyssa Orlando coming out here, squat third attempt, 180 kilos. That's nearly 400 pounds, folks.
And this is 5 kilos over her PR.
Huge credit to our research. Rachel, one of our colleagues, actually got all of her research for us.
Let's go, Alyssa. PR squat attempt.
Let's get it, Alyssa.
Look deep enough.
All right. Okay, let's see what the referees say. Very strong squat by Alyssa Orlando. Oh. No good. Looked like a depth call. And again, everybody, the beauty of being able to compete and be involved in the USAPL is you have all of the card infractions on top of just the red lights, so we can actually surmise at least what the infraction was. So in that case, it was a red on the squat, so meaning that it was probably a depth call.
I like that, though. I think that's a good thing, so people won't say that, oh, they just gave me a red for no reason. They actually have to give a legitimate reason for
Right,
giving me the
exactly.
light.
And lifters in the know, after you get a red light, it's not uncommon to ask the referee that actually called it and ask them what the infraction was. So that's why you see 3 white lights. That indicates all the 3 referees. So you have the left light, which is the left referee, the center, which is the head referee, and the right, which is the right referee. You go to that referee and ask them what was the infraction.
Mm-hmm. So you will do better on your next attempt.
That's right.
Lauren with her third attempt squat, 212.5 kilos.
468 pounds here for Lauren. Big squat. Love the headband here. Yes, Lauren.
Easy third attempt for
All right, she's hype here. Let's see it. Give it to us.
3 white lights.
All right. 3 white lights. Strong lift.
I'm pretty sure she went 3 for 3.
Shout out to Lauren. And I don't know if you were watching it all yesterday, Perk, but we obviously in the background of our graphics, you can see our graphics team that sets up all those really, really cool backgrounds for the lifters. You have your actual athlete photo that you get to put on the graphic, and everyone kind of varies on the choices. But the thing that I love is the Masters lifters, how it felt like you were looking at their LinkedIn profile. And that was so the best part about it was I saw pictures of what I thought was my liberal arts professor in college. And these guys were so awesome. I mean, like, you saw these pictures and I was like, that man is a director somewhere. And I'm telling you, like, it was one of the coolest things because it's like, not only do you see this, like, really nice professional photo, but then, like, oh, yeah, he squatted like 600 pounds, dude. Like, it was one of the coolest things, too, because it kind of shows you the duality of being just a regular person, but then also being, like, unbelievably strong.
Exactly.
Kelly Layden Fair, squat third attempt, 227.5 kilos. Boys and girls, that's 500 pounds. 5 biscuits.
Good walkout from Kelly.
Let's get it, Kelly. Big squat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, Kelly Layden
Good
Fair.
call, third attempt.
Let's see what the referees
500
say.
pounds. 3 white lights.
Woo! All right. Kelly Layden Fair. Smoke.
Oh, that was fast. The quips over. I've never seen a quip squat session go that fast.
No, so
I mean,
yeah.
squat.
So let me ask that question, actually, Perk. So that was something that our colleague Rachel as well was able to kind of fill in for us. Was these equip meets sometimes they could take a long time.
Oh, they can take forever.
Right?
They can take forever.
They can take a while, and the thing is like that's one of those things where you feel like you could do your taxes in the middle of some of these attempts. So let me ask you then, like, what would you usually expect out of a flight in an equipped meet? Like, how long would you think that could take? If a typical,
for a typical, it would be probably like for just one flight, maybe 30 minutes. It's because some people like actually mess up when they wrap and then like wait to the last minute to wrap, and you got some people that take the whole minute.
Yeah.
Some people that on their first attempts have to try to put on their squat suits. It's just so much.
Saber Schnitzer, if you're listening in USA Peel, Virginia, I think he just shuddered by hearing that. Heather Foss, squat opener, 125 kilos. That's 2 reds right there, folks. 275 pounds.
As you can see now, everyone, we switched from equipped to raw. So
yes.
they are not using any
For
knee
our
wraps.
fans at home. Love that graphic picture, by the way, for Heather.
Oh, that is nice.
That's a dope photo.
Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, easy opener.
Easy. And again, one of those openers, I know everyone likes to kind of phrase their opener in a different way. I had a coach who also mentioned, like, you want to look at your opener as it's your second to last warm-up. Mm-hmm. You want your second attempt to be your last warm-up. And then shout out to Kevin Wen of TFN Training. Yeah, that's one of those things where everyone has a different way that they look at their opener. Some people will tell you, like, oh, you need to be able to hit it out of bed kind of thing. Oh, it needs to be an RPE 8 thing like that. We're like, well, everyone has a different way to be able to accomplish the same thing. At the end of the day, it needs to be a zero doubt kind of squat, a zero doubt kind of bench, a zero doubt kind of deadlift. Something simple.
Yeah. I think it needs to be something that you can go in the gym and hit any day.
Yes.
Just as simple
Good
as
day,
that.
bad day.
Good day, bad day.
Yeah. Tiffany Leung, squat first attempt, 130 kilos for Tiffany. I think we've been following her along a little bit online. Tiffany from California.
I'm pretty sure.
2 white lights, no free ads.
I'm pretty sure that was Tiffany's max
that?
too. That was her. I think that was her.
That was her. That was her max. Yeah. Okay. Shout out Tiffany.
Opening up with her PR.
Shout out Tiffany.
Oh.
And again, huge shout out to our research from Rachel House. That was awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We got Vanessa here, looking ready to go, wearing the A7.
Big shout out to A7. We're huge A7 people out here.
Big shout out to A7 being an A7 athlete. I love you guys.
That's right. That's right. We got an A7 athlete right here, folks. One of the best. One of the best to ever do it. And now we're taking a look here. Vanessa Furby, she of one of the cooler last names you'll ever hear of. Squat opener, 130 kilos, 286 pounds. Let's see it, Vanessa. Yes, girl.
Speedy opener.
Vanessa Furby.
2 to 1.
Hey, 2 to 1, 2 white lights. Love that for Vanessa. A7 everywhere, man. Demand greatness, everybody. And shout out to all of our spotters and loaders. You actually see them with the exclusive Arnold, the Arnold iteration of the new bar grip shirt. I love that they brought back the USA bar grip. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite things that they do. Amazing. So, and I love the design this year of just like kind of the very I'm more of like a simple person, so it's like simplicity. It's very the very simple logo just says the Arnold. So really cool. If anybody's interested in seeing that, come by the C Pod. We'll see if they put it on sale, but those things usually go fast if it comes by this weekend. So I would recommend if you guys are here, go ahead and buy it because they only make one run through and that's it.
That's it. After the Arnold's over, they will not make any more.
Yeah, every gym I've ever been to, like, where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you? Like, you had to go to the Arnold this 1 year to be able to get it. And here we go, Caitlin Berry. We've been hearing a lot about Caitlin Berry. Squat opener, 142.5 kilos, just shy of 3 plates for those Freedom units. Let's see, Caitlin.
And that's 2.5 kilos.
Oh, Caitlin Berry. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is that a 1
Yeah, it is
mouth
a 1
guard. Shout out Ricky Cho, the homie.
1 athlete also. 1 hand also.
Who are you not sponsored by, Bert? Yeah, that's my question.
Game Day Boys.
Yeah,
Game Day to the moon. Game Day
boys.
Barbell to the moon.
Yeah, Game Day Barbell.
To the moon.
Yeah, it's sponsored to you by Game Day Barbell. Shout out to our previous lifter, that was Caitlin Berry.
Yep, she did. I did go to school with her, actually.
Yeah, Caitlin Berry, phenomenal lifter.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing
very excited
person.
to see her show out here at the Arnold. Gina Hensley, squat opener, 162.5 kilos. Oh, strength guys athlete. Yeah.
TSG.
Yeah, TSG, one of the OG coaching companies out here. For anybody who follows kind of one of the greats also, Taylor Atwood, your rival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore since he left.
Yeah. Taylor Atwood.
The guy.
Oh.
Speedy.
Gina Hensley. A rock bottom squat. Dive bomb, some might call it. 3 white lights.
She already knew. She didn't have to look at the lights. She already knew she's.
I wasn't going to squat like that, Perk. I wasn't looking at no white lights. Yeah, come on, bro. I'm not out of here. Coached by Arian Kamesi, the Arian Tank himself.
The Arian Tank. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right. He of King of the Lifts as well.
Yep.
Arian Tank. Shout out Six Pat Lepidat. We're all big fans. Kurt.
I love that name, Kurt.
Kurt Navarro. That's it's I'm dating myself, but that's it's almost like Kurt Cobain and Dave Navarro, the love child. I am dating myself. Are those sleeves legal? All right, squat opener, 165 kilos, Kurt Navarro.
Look at my man rocking the chain, rocking the
chain and the ones.
Hold
up, are we dripped out right now?
Right, exactly.
And
the
rock bottom. Kurt Navarro, you're my man crush, bro.
Right.
All right.
If it was Wednesday, I would post you.
My man is iced out too. You know he got faded up before he came up in here too. Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday. He had to get cleaned up. He got the eyebrows done. You don't wear the AJ ones by accident, okay?
You don't.
I'm rocking the Concords right here just so everybody knows. Anyways, Haley Hunter, squat opener, 172.5 kilos for Haley.
Haley Hunter. Oh, this is 2.5 kilos over her personal best. Let's see it move.
20
Haley.
years old, Haley. She's a young one. Big moment here to lift at the A7 Raw Pro. Let's see it, Haley. Very strong walkout. Takes her time. That's light work. Something slight. Something slight for Haley. And I know we joke, and that was 3 white lights. I know we joke a little bit about the ins or sleeves. Obviously, if anyone has been following kind of the powerlifting online presence, that's one of those things we were joking about, just seeing potentially there was some talk about potential. Were these still going to be legal? Is the neoprene, like, what type of neoprene is it?
Exactly.
Things like that. Like, was it too strong? Well, I mean, I think we can all attest, if you've ever used them, that yes, they are that good. Yes, they are amazing. Yes, it is a great sleeve. People got to the point where essentially it became free advertising for them, because we talked about it with Angela, was, well, it's that good, and yeah, it probably is worth that much money.
Yeah, those are expensive knee sleeves.
Yeah, so
Super
I mean,
expensive.
and by the way, you don't have to spend that much money. Here comes Christian Cornegay, one of our guys, USAPL Virginia representative here. Christian Cornegay opening here, squat, first attempt, 225 kilos. Shout out the Shop Gym, his home gym out there in Virginia, Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia. That was my last meet.
That's right. That's right. We saw you there. I actually called your I called your lifts out there at the Virginia Pro.
Wow.
Christian Cornegay. Let's see it.
Looks
Hometown guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Easy
light
as can
work.
be.
23 years old, by the way. You can't call this out enough. Christian is one of the next great lifters in our sport. 3 white lights. 3 white lights. We go from one Virginia guy back to another Virginia guy, Matt Cronin. 300 keys opener. Matt Cronin is a personal friend of mine, so seeing Matt Cronin do these things, it's not that crazy to me anymore. It's like kind of like a ho-hum thing. But I actually love training with Matt at any gym, so if you ever see him at a gym, any time I see it, everyone around stops what they're doing to watch Matt Cronin lift literally anything, and just how he bodies stuff. Jeff Cohen there in the back, also coached by Bill McCarthy, the great Bill McCarthy of Get the Lifts coaching, Get the Lifts training service. Bill McCarthy also had a great day himself yesterday at the Masters of Iron Pro. So a lot of great people surrounding Matt Cronin.
Yeah, Matt Cronin is actually my best friend's coach also.
Yeah.
So
Matt
if you
Cronin
need
got a lot of
coaching-
awesome people out there. 661-pound opener. Just another day.
Just another day.
Just another day for Matt Cronin. And I tell you, that's one of my favorite things to see. Anytime you go to gym, you see Matt Cronin. 3 white lights. Did you expect anything else?
Did not expect anything.
No. So, I mean, it's one of those things that when you finally get to see it in person, it's incredible how this man just bodies 500-plus pounds, even on the bench press. It's incredible. Also, I should mention Dr. Cronin, a doctorate of economics. So, yeah, not just incredibly jacked and good-looking, also incredibly intelligent.
Big brain.
Big brain.
Big brain.
Big brain energy.
Look at my man rocking the all A7.
Hey.
I love it. I love it.
And peep the A7 stickers. That doesn't get lost on me, by the way, because I do the same thing. You put the A7 stickers on your belt.
On the belt.
Always put it on the belt, because you want to make sure everybody knows that you love a great company. Lorenzo Barnes, squat opener, 672 pounds, 305 kilos. Look at all those reds.
Pretty.
It's beautiful. So aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
And in the legacy lifters, too. I know it's always tough for some guys to have that dorsiflexion, so that's why you use those high-heeled shoes. 3 white lights, rock bottom. And kind of to peer a little bit into the thoughts of what the referees are looking for. As a national referee myself, I tend to give my sort of like you give the benefit of the doubt to the lifter. If you see a lifter squat incredibly fast, you're not entirely certain if you saw the depth or not.
Gotta give it.
You got to give it to him.
Gotta
So
give it to
again,
him.
dropping some dimes here, folks. Move that squat fast if you can control it. If you can, and that's a high risk, high reward
That
thing,
is
right?
a high risk, high reward thing.
And why is that, Bert?
Because if you're dropping down fast, you got to realize, did you hit depth? Because if they do call you on it, you don't even know. You can't really argue it.
That's right. Or, and you can get out of position.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you can just
lose
fall
tightness.
for it. Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
This is.
It's definitely one of those variables that you'd have to consider.
Yeah. Just like the high arch bench.
That's right.
Very
right.
technical. Very technical.
Yeah. Shout out Nori. We saw him in the warm-up area. Heather Foss, squat second attempt, 132.5 kilos. Seen a lot of these high-heeled shoes out
Right.
here. Like everyone's going with the Reebok Legacies, seems like. Here's Heather.
Smooth second attempt for Heather.
See the call.
Two
Two
to
white
one.
lights. Two white lights. We were talking with Angela on Friday that we really wanted to. I think for next year's Arnold we want to try to have an air horn sound for anytime we have the two. Every time we get the every time we get the two white lights call, we're just like wah, wah, wah.
If Angelo came up with that name by himself, he is amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing. 'Cause
It's such a good like branding thing
Right.
because it's the lift is just good enough. Like, you know, like, yeah. And that's all that matters really. Like
Right.
it just needs to be good enough. But a huge shout out to them though for their media team, the Two White Lights guys. Really great podcast. If you guys ever want to kind of catch up on modern powerlifting, I always call them the voice of modern powerlifting.
voice of modern powerlifting. Angelo Fortino.
Tiffany Leung, squat second attempt, 137.5 for Tiffany here.
I'm thinking these coaches are doing a really good job at calling
Three
these
white
attempts.
lights.
These
Yeah.
attempts are looking nice. They're smooth.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, no, she's moving along. Everyone's moving along really well. And I think that's to be expected at these kind of pro-level
Yeah.
meets. I mean, speaking as a pro here, Perk, you don't expect people like yourself to miss on, like, technical stuff. Like, you don't rush the commands. You're not going to miss on, like, a lot of things other than just, like, maybe strength, really.
Yep, just strength. Honestly, whenever you're in the gym, you have to think about these lifters go and hit multiple reps. They've already got muscle memory and how their form is supposed
And
to be.
they've been
what
at
they
the
need to
high-level
do.
meets. They move quick.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's not one of those things at a state meet. Here comes Vanessa Furby. Squat second attempt for Vanessa. Same thing, 137.5 kilos. Let's see what the referees say. No
No
good.
good.
Really?
It was a depth call.
It was a depth call. And again, for everyone watching at home or wherever you are, it's kind of difficult, at least for the head ref, to be able to see and call what we consider depth. The thing is, as a referee, you're actually told there is no fixed place that you have to sit.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit at your discretion wherever it is that you can assume anywhere where you can see the lift properly. So that's why you'll see referees all over the platform. And the head referee doesn't have to be directly in front of you. I actually, personally, I like to sit more at a 45-degree angle so I can actually see depth.
I feel like a 45-degree angle is like the best angle to observe.
Yes, and that's exactly that's where I try to be as a head referee. Now here comes Caitlin Berry, squat second attempt.
Texas native.
Texas native, 150 kilos for Caitlin. One Hun mouthguard and all, with the SBD singlet and the sleeves. And it's not lost on me that she's wearing the Pug Ones. The fresh Pug Ones for Caitlin Berry. Let's see it squat second attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Let's see about that depth call.
19 years old.
2-to-1,
Just
no
missed
lift.
it. 2-to-1, no lift. No lift. I assume conventional wisdom would say, Perk, she'll probably retake that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be smart.
Yeah.
For some more knowledge about the drop on you, if you're calling your own numbers and you miss an attempt, you might as well just take it again,
Yeah.
especially if it's your opener. Definitely take your opener again.
Now, and Caitlin, she's got plenty of time to grow in this
Oh,
sport. She's 19 years
19
old,
years
folks. I mean, that's crazy. Here comes Gina Hensley. Squat, second attempt, 172.5 kilos for Gina. This is 380 pounds. We're getting closer to those 3 red territory.
I think she has 3 reds in her next attempt.
Hold up, we got Montel Jordan playing in the background. Can we turn this up real quick?
Let's go, Gina.
Big squat here for Gina.
Big brace.
Yes, Gina Hensley. Speedy. Rock bottom. See what the referees say. Can't get her on depth,
Yep.
I'll tell you that much.
Yep, there we go. I think she's gonna go 3 reds next attempt.
Yeah, she got to. She's got to. She's got some juice today.
Kurt Cobain. I mean,
Dave Navarro. No. Kurt Navarro,
the Drip King.
the Drip King.
My boy's tatted,
That's right.
chained up, Jays.
Yeah.
Look at that, no creases.
He's straight up. He's your Instagram boyfriend.
Right.
Squat second attempt, 175 kilos. We are at the 3 red territory here, folks, on second attempts. We're literally going to come out hot today.
Yeah, we're moving.
We are moving.
We are moving.
That's right. As Montel Jordan would say,
This is how we do it.
this is how we do it. I'm a connoisseur of 90s R&B, so
Really?
yeah, this is a
love
big
R&B.
moment for me. All right, Kurt Navarro. Let's see it. Oh yes,
Oh,
Kurt.
Put some.
Let's
red.
go.
Add another red, please, Kurt.
One
For
more
me.
red.
Someone
right
text
quick,
Kurt
okay?
right now and say add another red.
Something slight for Kurt. 3 white lights.
It's the drip.
31 years old. 31 years young. Sorry.
Look good, feel good.
Yeah, that's right. No, and Kurt should know 90s R&B as well. He's 31. He's my age. He understands. Wouldn't be shocked if we heard a little bit of Keith Sweat next. Haley Hunter.
This
Squat.
Haley Hunter.
Second attempt. We're at the 3 red territory now. 175 kilos for Haley Hunter.
I'm pretty sure she's a Warcat athlete, so I'm just gonna say shout out Warcat in California,
That's right.
rocking the SBD singlet with the
2.5
Enzo sleeves.
times body weight here, Perk. 2.5 times body weight.
Strong looking walkout.
Second attempt. Oh, absolutely. Very controlled.
Oh yeah.
Smoke.
She needs to
Very
add another
simple.
red too. Someone text Haley and tell her to add another red also, please. For me, please. For
Three,
me.
3 white lights. Haley, you heard it here from Austin Perkins. Add another red on there, baby girl. Got to kill that one.
Gotta kill that one.
Let's go.
Got Christian coming up next. Second attempt, 240 kilograms, 529 pounds.
Christian Cornegay. One of our lifters out of USAPL Virginia, coached by Abi of So Strength.
Great coach.
Another one of our great coaches out in USAPL Maryland, based out of Chiseled Life Gym out in Maryland. Christian Cornegay, squat second attempt, 240 kilos, 529 pounds for Christian. Christian, one of the great young and up-and-coming lifters in our sport. 23 years young.
23. Ooh. I'm about to turn 23 also.
Yeah,
Young guys in the sport.
that's right.
Super deep. Oh,
Yes, Christian. A little slow for a second, slightly. Seemed like there was a little bit of a dogfight, but
That's all right.
but that's
though.
but that's where we're supposed to head.
Hey,
Yeah,
3
that's,
white lights.
this is the Arnold.
Hey,
3
not,
white lights.
9 for 9 is what we want.
Yeah,
9
that's
for
right.
9.
9 for 9 is what we want.
It does not. It does not matter how slow it moves as long as we get the attempt.
That's right. That's right.
We're at another red. Oh, and a
Oh,
yellow.
I bet you can guess who's up next. Yeah, I bet you can guess who's up next, guys. When you see a big squat like that and then another red gets added, it's probably Matt Cronin.
Right.
Or Ray Williams.
I saw Ray actually warm up when I was at the Virginia Pro, and I was like, "There's no more reds."
Yeah.
I was over here using.
I was gonna ask if was there any reds left
No.
because I know. Yeah, because when you actually get to see it in person, it's insane.
Yeah. Bars bending. I'm like, I know where bar. I'm not using to warm up with bench. All right.
Squat second attempt, 310 kilos, 683 pounds for big Matt Cronin, Dr. Matt Cronin, PhD in economics. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Also a gold medalist earlier in the bench, Matt Cronin.
Look at that.
Oh, yes. Let's go, Matt Cronin. No doubts here. Let's see it from the refs. All right.
Little nice wave.
3 white lights. Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. We're there with Bill McCarthy. Get the lifts.
Shout out to White Lights Media, A7,
That's
right there
right.
in the back. You can see.
That's right. We got all of our A7 guys. One of our proud sponsors here at the A7 Pro Raw. Our title sponsor, the A7 Pro Raw here at the Arnold Sports Festival 2022. Lorenzo Barnes getting hyped, getting ready. I know everybody has kind of like their own routines, and some game day coaches, they all have kind of their different styles. You've seen anything and everything.
Exactly.
But everyone has their kind of way to get their athletes ready and good to go. Everyone kind of has their different things. Some people don't like to go, quote unquote, go there. Some people, you see LS McLean, he's very happy and smiling on the platform. Some people, they kind of go somewhere a little bit darker.
Yep.
It's however it takes for you to get that lift.
Whatever you need to feel that strength, get that adrenaline.
We got a 700-pound squat here, folks. 317.5 kilos, second attempt for Lorenzo Barnes.
Big air.
Oh, Lorenzo
Oh, yeah.
Barnes. Smoke show. Let's see it. 2 white lights. Fire off the air horn. Now, there's a question for the rest of us. How does Lorenzo Barnes get those sleeves on?
I don't understand how he gets those A7 sleeves on. Those A7 sleeves are like the toughest to put on. Like I get the new pair all the time and I dread it. Like you know, like your knee sleeves get like you feel like worn down, not as stiff as they used to be.
A7 doesn't.
And then you put a new pair on and it's like, especially when you're gaining weight, a whole kilo makes a difference, guys. Going from 74
right.
to 75, I had to go up a knee sleeve size.
Yeah. I mean, if you pair the Titan singlet with the insert sleeves, you might as well be cheating.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
That's one of those things.
You might as well be in equipment.
You might as well be equipped. It's the super suit part. Yeah. So, again, dropping more dimes out here for everybody. Write all this stuff down. This is all free.
We got Heather coming up next with her third attempt, 137.5 kilos.
137.5 kilos for Heather Foss.
This is a 5 kilo PR for her.
Let's get it, Heather. Big squat.
Let's get hype for Heather.
Wearing the high heels.
Squatting in high heels.
Squatting in those heels where essentially it's really trying to help her dorsiflexion to hit that requisite depth. Heather, let's see if it was there. Camera angle doesn't always tell us everything. We'll see.
2 to 1.
That was close. It was close.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
Good attempt, though. Good attempt. Good attempt by Heather Foss. Moving on to bench press for her. Vanessa Furby. Vanessa Furby, 140 kilos, 308 pounds for Vanessa.
Let's go, Vanessa.
Based out of California. I'm curious if Gino was going to make a Furby joke there, but glad that he didn't. You got to call out the drip, though. Shout out Gino. Shout out Gino for everything, though. But I mean, yeah, we could do a whole show about it.
She went A7 all out.
Yeah.
Shirt,
you know,
singlet,
we
belt.
love it. We love it here. Demand greatness, folks. All right, Vanessa.
There we go.
We'll see what the referees say on this one. Could have been close.
2 no lift.
And again, this is something worth calling out for the audience, Perk, is when you go to these high-level meets, you kind of expect the judging to be a little bit stricter. Yes? I mean, because naturally these are national referees.
Yeah,
You're going to expect them to be a little bit stricter than at, like, say, your state or local meet.
Exactly. They're not going to let anything. These guys have eyes of a hawk. They have,
right.
If they do not see that hip crease below the top of the knee, they will call you on depth, and they do not care who you are also.
That's
it doesn't
right.
matter if you're the number 1 lifter in the division. It doesn't matter if you're the number 58th lifter in the division.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Tiffany Young, squat, third attempt. 142.5 kilos for Tiffany. That's just shy of 3 wheels and freedom units. It's a great angle there. Let's see what the referees say. Shout out to our production team for that angle.
3 white lights.
All right. Great squat. Very happy with that one, Tiffany. Our spotter and loader team working very hard, decked out in their A7 bar grip shirt. Come by the C-Pod here at the Greater Columbus Convention Center at the Arnold Sports Festival. Come grab yourself an A7 shirt. Come grab yourself a commemorative Arnold Sports Festival USAPL merchandise, anything like that. Or just come and watch some awesome lifting.
Yeah.
Like Caitlin Berry. Squat third attempt, 150 kilos. Caitlin Berry. Do believe she missed that other squat previously, so a little bit of redemption here.
It was a depth call. I think she'll be good this time. She knows what she has to do. This is what distinguishes the pros from everyone else.
That's right. That's right. How do you come back from adversity? How do you bounce back the rest of the meet? Caitlin Berry, rocking the pug ones, walking the 1 Hun mouth guard, the SBD belt. Caitlin Berry, one of the
Strong
coolest nose
forward.
rings I've ever seen.
Yes.
Big squat, 150 kilos. Oh, yeah, Caitlin Berry. Yes, strong Caitlin.
Look at that.
Squat, 2 to 1,
Good
2
lift.
white lights. Shout out to the homies. Let's make sure to get a clean up there, too. Gina Hensley. Squat third attempt, 177.5 kilos for Gina. Big bounce back there for Caitlin.
Huge. As you can see, for some of my lifters that pay close attention, she did move her stance in so it'd be easy for her to hip depth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she changed and it worked out for her.
Little tweaks. And again, Perk, that's not typically recommended when it comes to game day, right? I mean, you prepare a certain way
Exactly,
to try to
stick to
not
it.
change too much when it comes to the day of.
Yep. But sometimes you got to adapt. Like we said before, this would
Yeah.
distinguish the pros for
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah, you guys are pros for a reason. You didn't get there by accident. Gina Hensley, squat third attempt, 177.5 kilos. This is just shy of 400 pounds, folks. Big squat here for Gina. She was rock bottoming all of her squats. We really wanted her to add some more here, so let's see it. Yes,
Getting that depth
Gina.
once again.
And again, this technique, if you can control it out of the hole, if you can bounce out of the hole and keep that tension,
Yeah.
3 white lights.
Keep that upper body tight.
Yeah, it's still it's a solid strategy. Absolutely, one of those high risk, high reward type squats. Here comes our boy, the Drip King.
The Drip King, Kurt. Look at him fixing the
Yeah,
beard.
you got to.
Getting ready for the
He's got to
pictures.
brush it. He's got to brush in the warm up room. You can't, yeah. Kurt's gonna listen to this later. He's gonna laugh, but we're all big fans here, Kurt.
We're all big fans. He changed
Hold on,
his
did he
shades.
change
He
it?
changed his shades. He changed his shades.
Can we get
Changed his shades.
He was listening. Someone fire off the alarm. My man, the Drip King, Kurt
So-
Navarro. He's gonna have different pair for bench and deadlift.
If he has a different pair for every event,
It is the biggest flex of all time. Kurt, we're fans. Squat third attempt for Kurt, 182.5 keys. It really doesn't matter if he gets this, honestly.
No,
he
he's dripped
wins.
out. He won.
He wins.
best dressed by far.
Yeah.
Look
Kurt
at that.
Navarro.
Sinking that.
Put some respect on it, man.
It's hard.
Let's see it.
When you're too dripped out.
Oh, let's go. Let's
Kurt.
go. All right, Kurt. 3 white lights. Yeah, the Drip King himself. Iced out.
Oh, we
He'll
got-
hit the lift and steal your girl, folks.
Hey, you better watch your daughters and watch your
That's
sisters.
right.
All right, Haley.
Getting everybody out here. Haley Hunter, squat third attempt, 185 kilos, 408 pounds. Big squat here for Haley. We're talking about 4 biscuits out here.
4 biscuits. 400 pounds. You're not seeing this every day, folks.
No, this is a big squat. She's getting hype. We're getting hype. You can see the C-Pod in the background. Shout out to our production team,
Look at all those people standing up back there.
all of our great cameramen. camera women, everybody working in the background. Our crowd is starting to kind of catch on here at C-Pod at the Arnold Sports Festival. Haley Hunter, squat third attempt, 185 kilos. Let's see it, Haley. All right, let's see it. Very strong walkout for Haley. Brace. Oh, no. And good save there by
Good job
our
by the Spiders.
spotters and loaders. That's actually something our good attempt there by Haley. We talked a little bit about it with Angelo on Friday, but just very briefly, how important are those spotters and loaders when it comes to these big attempts, Bert?
Very important. We do not want any lifters to get injured. We don't want the spotters to get injured. We don't want any of the judges. That's why we have the rule after there are 500 pounds on the bar. You have to add two more spotters.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a safety thing. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that you guys continue to lift safely. And it's one of those things where they contribute so much to the meet, and sometimes we don't talk about them enough.
Yes, we appreciate you, spotters and loaders.
Yes,
more than you know.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Because without you, I probably would not be here today.
That's right. That's right. Christian Cornegay, squat third attempt, 245 keys, 540 pounds for Mr. Christian Cornegay. Big squat here for our lifter out of the Shop Gym in Ashburn, Virginia. Shout out Skylar, Tim, Jason Albrecht, one of the greats.
Look at that big brace before the
Very quiet setup. You love to see that. Shout out to his coach, So Strength, from a B from So Strength. Christian Cornegay. Let's get it, Christian. Great fight. Look at the smile. He knows he got it. Let's see it.
3 white lights.
Great squat there. Great third attempt. That's
amazing. That was a good call.
That is a great call. And do you expect anything less from So Strength than a B? I mean, what a tremendous coach. Not just a tremendous game day coach, but also a technician, and it speaks to the kind of lifter that Christian is as well, who also you see when someone sets up you call it kind of quiet, very simple setup, not a ton of crazy movement or anything like that. So very technical lifter, Christian Cornegay. Here comes our boy, Matt Cronin. Once we start adding those extra reds on there, we know who's coming up.
You already know. They throw another red on.
Yeah, smoke is coming. Yeah, smoke is coming. 312.5 keys. Whoa. That's nearly 700 pounds, everyone. He competed earlier this morning, so you can't really make this up.
Oh, Matt competed this morning? I thought he competed yesterday.
Yeah, he competed this morning. Yeah, he got a gold medal this morning. That's Matt Cronin, by the way. Yes, he's not only just the doctorate, not only just a great, but also a great human if you ever get to talk to Matt Cronin. He had a 225 kg bench press only not even an hour ago, not even 2 hours ago.
Not even 2 hours ago. He's about to bench again within the next hour.
A near 500-pound bench press. He's going to do it again.
If he benches 500 twice...
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked.
What is life?
Looks like he timed out here. So if I had to guess, his coach, great coach, Bill McCarthy of Get the Lift, also he of King of the Lifts podcast, I would think that he probably just scrapped it after the second one. I mean, he's already competed earlier today. Yeah. I would assume that kind of like, energy. Save that energy a little bit. You got to leave some bullets for bench and deadlift. And,
of course.
He doesn't need to prove too much. Matt Cronin's one of our great lifters in the sport. So
that was probably the plan from the jump anyway.
Yeah.
That was probably more than likely coaches already talk about that one, especially when you have more than one meet in one day.
I mean, they don't. Bill McCarthy's training services aren't called Get the Lift for no reason. His lifters truly do get the lift. Also helping out as well today, Jeff Cohen.
Let's get excited for Lorenzo.
Big squat.
Taking 337.5 kilos, 744 pounds.
Look at all of those reds, Perk. like you said earlier, that's just something beautiful. It just looks aesthetic.
It's aesthetic.
Yeah.
And then he's rocking with the black and red singlet too.
It's so
this
color
picture is
coordinated.
this picture is gonna look amazing.
It's gonna be all over Instagram. Yes.
Oh yep.
So,
Yes sir.
the dog fight.
Good fight.
Let's see the ref call.
3 white lights.
All right, Lorenzo. Big hype. Let's go. Good lift. Look at the graphic in the background. Great job by our production team. Unbelievable. Here goes Prime Predator performance right there. Big squat there by Lorenzo. Unbelievable. So that caps off all of our squats so far there, Perk. Anything to call out, anything in particular that you saw at this in this fight?
I saw was a lot of great lifting, honestly. It was,
Yeah.
I love that they did the equipped and the raw together.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. I think it made
I
things
think
go by
they
faster.
melded it well. You know,
Yeah,
I think
they melded it
we
well.
initially kind of thought like, oh, how's this going to look with the amateurs competing with pros?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I actually like that they kept it kind of together, and also it seemed like it flowed really well,
did flow
especially
really
with kind of like the pros that we had there. So pretty exciting stuff.
I think the meet should go by even faster now for the equips and squats over. Now they
Yeah.
just have the bench shirt on. They just get on the bench, set up. Set up probably takes the longest, and then after that, deadlifts will
Just fly through. Yeah.
deadlifts will fly through.
So that will wrap things up on the squat end. We're going to take about a 10-minute break here, folks. Try not to go too far. We're going to be resuming here in about 10 minutes for the bench press on our amateur equipped side, and then we'll continue on with our pros as well. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
So many great people in powerlifting. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2022 A7 Pro-Am Raw. And equipped. Speaking of our equipped, here, Perk, Michelle Franklin opening, wearing the shirt and all, bench
kilos.
opener, 80 keys.
80 keys. That bench shirt is something different.
And that's actually something I want to talk about with you on for this flight here. Talk to us a little bit about putting it on and what it means to lift in a bench shirt.
Well, so essentially you want to have another person help you put on a bench shirt. It's the easiest way. You can put one on by
3 white
yourself,
lights.
but it's very complicated to do by yourself.
Right.
So you want to have someone put a shirt on you. Here's some more keys. When you have skin and with the bench shirt, it's kind of hard to put it on. So for my listeners, use Walmart bags to slip it on. Put your hand in where you would hold the bag, and then put a hole in the bottom of the bag, and then slip your hand through. And then as soon as you get the shirt on to the length you want it, up your elbow, just pull the bag out. Simple.
Clip that off, folks. Everybody remember, this is all free stuff coming from Perk. Austin Perkins, one of the greats in our sport. Lauren Cudworth,
Yep,
bench opener,
bag.
92.5 keys. Putting the chalk on her back, obviously. Want to make sure that you're setting up properly, putting your traps driving hard against the bench.
Yep.
Wearing those awesome custom Romelio 2s. You see the pink glitter. Actually, I'm a pink connoisseur myself, so seeing something like that on the platform, that's just drippy for me.
No, I love it.
I mean, obviously.
She should got I think they have a pink A7 singlet also.
Just iced out, man. Iced out. Lauren Cudworth, 92.5 kilos, bench opener. Yes,
There we go,
Lauren
man.
Cudworth. Great execution here.
3 white lights.
All right, 3 white lights. Beautiful. Beautiful. And actually, I don't know if I noticed there, correct me if I'm wrong there, Perk, she was wearing a thinner belt, no?
Yeah. So
She was.
So it's kind of hard to get that arch when you have that
Let's
bench
say
shirt on.
what you would typically think is like a 10 millimeter or a 13 millimeter belt, right?
Yeah, that's so thick and hard to arch with.
Well, it's funny you
have
mentioned
shirt
that.
on.
Kelly seems to be wearing a thicker belt. If we had to guess, could be a 10 millimeter, it looks like.
Yep. And just having that smaller belt helps you keep everything down. Mostly people just use the benches, use the belts on the bench press to keep the shirt down inside.
Ah, okay.
So
it's
whenever
almost just like a fitting thing,
Yeah.
almost like just literally like what a regular
Exactly.
belt would work be.
you just want to keep that shirt tucked, because if it leaves, then you get less, more slack in the shirt.
Kelly Layden Farrer, bench opener, 105 keys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Smoke there for Kelly Layden Farrer in the pink bench shirt as well. Awesome bench shirt right there.
Pink bench shirt, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm asking, can I borrow it? Take it home.
That's one of those things, too. It's just when it comes to, I think the great, as we refer to him as prime time, Deion Sanders said himself, look good, play good, they pay good. And they pay good, especially if you are a pro here in the USA
They do pay.
USA Powerlifting.
They pay so good.
They pay so good out here. It's different.
The Grand Prix is $5,000
You
for
can't
first
make
place.
this stuff up, Perk.
$5,000.
Like, would you have thought of this even 5 years ago?
No, I
Would we
wouldn't-
be here?
I would not. I did not think of that.
It's an exciting time to be involved with USA Powerlifting, folks. If you're an amateur and you don't have your pro card yet, you finally have something to shoot for.
Yep.
If you're a pro, get out there and compete. Get out there to the Yarn. Get out to the Virginia Pro. All of our other great pro meets that we're going to have coming up. Make some money. Do
some
something with this.
Because at this Grand Prix meet, I think this is the first meet they're doing where like
That's right.
every person gets paid.
That's right.
Like, because there's only 5 people, and I think top 5
Guys
get
are all
paid.
professionals.
You get paid.
Alyssa Orlando, bench opener, 122.5 keys. Just shy of 2 reds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
a
light
second to last
work.
warm-up.
That's light work, Alyssa. Yes, sir. Love that graphic in the background. That was from our Daytona Raw Nationals. Looks like.
Got Michelle coming up next.
Michelle Franklin, bench second attempt. 85 keys for Michelle.
Is the bar already reloaded? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Yeah, you get 2 minutes because
No
there's
way.
less than, what, 5 people? 6 people? Less than there, and then there's a certain amount of people less than that. You get 2 minutes in between the next.
That's right. That's actually a blast from the past from my national referee exam.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you there, Saber Schnitzer. I totally forgot. And Joanne Craig, who gave me that exam. Joanne Craig, also one of the great powerlifting personalities. One of the great lifters as well. She actually competed yesterday. Angela Fortino and I had a chance to see, honestly, the character of Joanne Craig. Not just an awesome referee and an awesome person in USA Powerlifting, but a great lifter. She had a mild tumble on her third attempt squat. She finished the meet strong. It was unbelievable. It was one of the great shows of character that you'll ever see in this sport. So really, really great showing there for Joanne Craig.
I think we should just let them lift. I think we should just say,
There's,
no one needs a break.
no,
There's
just
no
let them
breaks.
go.
There's no breaks in the jungle.
That's
There's no weight classes in the jungle.
my God. Well, I mean that's especially true with the pro division now. We're going by dots
is
here.
true,
This is
yeah.
a dot. So for everyone who doesn't know, dots is a body weight coefficient formula. That's a fancy way to just say we just go by how much you weigh, and then we calculate that by how much you lift.
Yeah.
So and Perk is actually one of these people that we actually have on right now, where the dots formula actually helps
Yeah,
out a
helps me
lot.
out. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I'm,
I mean,
I'm
we-
like top 5 tested all time.
That's right. No big deal. Yeah. So that's one of those things where it's interesting because at the Virginia Pro we went by good lift points,
Yep.
which I mean in our preview shows I actually had you right up there, potentially even winning.
Yeah.
And the thing is like and no pressure here, but yeah, obviously following now this year's Virginia Pro or next year's Virginia Pro. I'll definitely have you up there again.
Yeah.
That's no doubt. Obviously, we're going by dots from
dots,
now on.
yeah.
we're dots fam now. Michelle Franklin, 85 keys, bench second attempts.
Moving like an opener. Moving like an opener.
That's light work for Michelle. Beautiful lift, and again wearing that kind of adjusted smaller belt for our equipped lifters. Moving along quickly here, Lauren Cudworth, bench second attempt, 97.5 keys. And going by that kind of thing, obviously, Perk, we're talking about the dots formula and being a professional and gaining money and stuff. You've already done one of these meets. What is it like when you're actually not actually competing against anybody in your weight class anymore?
It's actually very different. I would say it's intimidating because especially being a lightweight lifter.
Right.
Because after that, they all go after me. Like
Yeah.
the guys that I'm usually
Yeah.
competing against for my spot.
So in a lot of ways, they're actually like, "What did Perk put on the bar?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what am
exactly.
I doing? Right? I mean, it's such an interesting
Yeah.
format that we have now, and actually, personally, just as a fan of the sport, I love it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
I
I think it's
do
a
like
great
it.
way to
Yeah.
consume the sport.
Because it's definitely you have to
Yeah.
pay attention a lot more,
That's right.
and it's a lot more challenging.
No weight classes in the jungle.
No weight class
Yeah.
in the jungle.
Lauren Cudworth, 97.5 keys for Lauren. Yes, Lauren.
Easy attempt.
Light work for Lauren. 3 white lights. Lauren also wearing an awesome headband. You always see some lifters wearing some headbands with a little bit of signage on there, whether it be their coaching service, whether it be something awesome like A7. A7's awesome headbands as well.
Yeah, go get you a headband from A7.
That's right.
They're always amazing. The black
Get
one's
you-
always a
get you
go-to.
Get you a headband, get you outfitted in the full getup, really.
You can get you a
Yeah,
jacket. That I
actually-
love my Sherpa. I wear it all the time.
I actually went to sleep in an A7 sweats last night. So this is all plugs for our title sponsor, A7 International.
Got Kelly coming second attempt, 115 kilos, 254 pounds.
Kelly Layden Fair bench second attempt in the pink bench shirt.
The pink super katana.
That's right, super katana. Love
Super katana.
that. Here we go.
Oh,
Beautiful lift by Kelly. All right.
white lights.
3 white lights. Great execution there by Kelly. And yeah, no, again, going back to things, talking just about how you game the strategy of executing all of your lifts according to a formula. I mean, are you guys watching the next lifter screen, kind of like just to see how things are moving along?
The forecasted
Right.
dots total. Yeah, you have to look at that consistently. You have to have someone. I like to have my coach already like have a
Or
certain
maybe
type of
someone who's
formula.
helping the coach, like
Yeah.
just be like, hey, your one job, stare at this screen and relay to me, like, what are we doing?
Exactly. You have to pay attention because someone can come up behind you at any minute.
Right.
And just lift literally just 2.5 more kilos.
Yeah.
And
Colloquially, we call that chipping, folks.
yeah,
Yeah. Alyssa Orlando, bench second attempt, 130 keys, 286 pounds for Alyssa.
was
Getting a long hold there by Alyssa.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like an opener.
Oh, yeah.
3 white lights. Has anyone missed the lift yet? I think we.
I don't want to speak too soon here, Perk, but
I think everyone
But-
went 2 for 2.
and again, these are amateurs. These aren't any of our professionals. So, being an amateur and having the chance to be able to lift along the lights of all these great professional lifters, I'm sure it elevates your game.
It does,
I'm
yeah.
sure it if nothing else, you're out there, you understand that, like, hey, the lights are on, it's bright. We're out here in Columbus, Ohio. We're at the Arnold Sports Festival. This is one of the biggest events you'll ever do in powerlifting. So being able to consume this kind of thing and compete on that platform, it's a big deal, especially for these amateur lifters.
Yeah, it's a great time to meet new people, go out, watch a few more sport strength events. Like, it's a great time. I always loved the Arnold. That's why I came out here, even though I'm not competing today.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just to go around, just to talk to new people, meet new people, go and look at strongman, weightlifting, bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, and then you get to sit here and watch a little pro lifters every once.
Well, I think it's also interesting for you, Perk, because people actually want to come out here to meet you. I know you're out here talking about
Yeah.
you're being a fan, but people are fanboying and fangirling you when they walk around and they see Austin Perkins. They're like, "Hold up, is that the king?" Real quick.
Yeah,
And it's like,
people are always there
Yeah.
afraid to come up to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm not
Yeah.
that guy. I'm a normal.
well, I'll
person.
tell you, it's actually incredibly intimidating when you see a guy walk up and he's got like all the jewelry and the cool shoes and everything. It's just like it's an incredibly good-looking human being, and you're just like, hi, big fan. Michelle Franklin, bench third attempt, 92.5 keys for Michelle. Obviously, we're still going to give all of our lifters, like Perk alluded to, about 2 minutes to be able to kind of sneak in here. So a little bit of time for our equipped lifters to be able to kind of get set up.
Yeah, you always want them to take their time. You don't want to overdo anything. You want to give everyone the
See
right
one of our
amount time.
producers, Angel, in the background there. It's actually pretty funny. Very breaking the fourth wall moment. He was actually just right back here behind us. So very interesting thing. Really fun stuff. A lot of crazy things going on in the background, actually, of these meets. If anybody ever gets to not only just see any of these pro meets, but actually even getting to see just your local state meet. Actually, so taking a look back here, you see Angel in front of all of our monitors. This is just a crazy command center that we have here in the back with our production team, and it's such a tremendous undertaking that these guys have. These guys have been literally working for hours and hours and hours every single day leading up to this moment, leading up to this day, to be able to take everything out there for you guys to consume, our audience. So it's a huge credit to our team and USA Powerlifting being able to do this kind of thing. So we credit them and we thank them for being able
We
to do this.
appreciate them. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Absolutely. Michelle Franklin, bench third attempt, 92.5 keys for Michelle. Let's see, Michelle. All right, let's go. Now, Perk, we tend to see that sticking point slightly early. There are 3 white lights.
It's because whenever how the shirt works is when you're descending the bar to your chest and it touches
You
your
gotta
chest,
pull, right? It's
that
almost
is-
a row.
Yeah, you have to pull, and that's the tightest the suits gets. But as soon as you get to a point where that suit starts to decompress, it's all you now. There's
Right.
no more suits. So that little lockout part is the hardest part when it comes to wearing a bench shirt.
Right, right.
That's why a lot of equip lifters during training do board presses and.
Now, to that point, because that slight, almost a rowing motion, would it be fair to say that you also do like something like, I don't know, like a seal row
Yeah,
kind of thing, where you do like a
or a
chest supported
decline-
rows,
decline
right?
bench.
Decline bench.
Yeah, I mean, no. Yeah, decline bench.
Decline
bench.
rows or
Yeah,
whatever.
decline
Yeah,
rows, yeah.
yeah,
Those help a lot.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, just you have to build that back. Obviously, I mean, the back is such a monumental part
Of every lift.
of everything in
Every
powerlifting.
lift.
So here we go, Lauren Cudworth.
You can see Lauren was talking to was one of the spotters who was giving the handoff. Usually, you want to let that lift off person know how you like the bar.
That's right. Not everybody out here is Eric Curry, folks. You know, you're not going to get the greatest lift off
Right.
of all time. Sometimes you just have one of our spotters and lowers. You got to let them know how you want it lifted.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, it's your lift.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your lift. It's your day. You know what I mean? Lauren Cudworth, bench third attempt, 100 keys for Lauren here. Yes, Lauren.
It's a good fight.
Now the question is, was there downward
Yeah,
progress?
was there descending of the bar?
Oh,
2-1,
there was. Okay, so we did call it downward progress, and on the front call, it could have been potentially red light, so it could have potentially been not touching the chest. We're not sure. I'm not going to pretend to know, but you can just surmise from seeing the card infractions. But still a good attempt. Still a good attempt, and moving on to deadlift for her.
Got Kelly coming up next.
All right, Kelly. Coming out in our favorite bench shirt of all time.
And apparently Kelly is from Great Britain.
Wow.
So international lifter.
Love that. International lifters. Love to see the international lifters. Very, very cool. Great Britain. Bench third attempt, 122.5 kilos, 270 pounds for Kelly Layden-Ferrer. Big bench here. Oh, yes, Kelly
Yeah,
fights.
Keep driving.
Oh, no. Good attempt there by Kelly. Still having a good day. Moving onward to deadlift for Kelly Layden-Ferrer.
Got Alyssa coming up next.
I know after, typically as a lifter, after you kind of hit that third bench press, I guess depending on how you look at your deadlift, at least personally, as soon as I finish that third deadlift, or that third bench press, I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm like, we're gonna go for the podium now, baby.
I think honestly, my most nervous point is probably my first squat. My first squat,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, we're good now.
It's like getting your first hit in football.
Yeah.
It's like oh, okay, we're good now.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm still
it's-
alive. We're good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you puke a little bit in the hallway and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, oh, okay, I can do this again. Right, yeah. It's just like when you finally get that first hit in.
Right.
For all you former athletes out there. Alyssa Orlando, bench third attempt, 137.5 kilos, 303 pounds for Alyssa.
The spotter's wearing the Jordan ones too.
Love to see it. Alyssa, this is actually a big PR for her. It's a 7.5 kg PR.
And it moved easily.
Alyssa, put some weight on there, girl.
I think that was an opener. Did she retake her opener?
Wow. Alyssa Orlando.
She got one good line. I know she got one.
We got one, but I'm curious.
Oh, yep. It's 3 whites. Yep. 3 whites.
3 white lights.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
good.
gave her
Yeah,
two thumbs
so
up,
I think we might be having some
Technical.
slight technical
Oh, yeah, there they go.
difficulties
There we go.
potentially on the technology. And this is, again, just as an official, somebody who works at these meets, we've shifted more towards using a lot more technology at these meets, whether it be tablets, whether it be any sort of remotes, right? sometimes they're not always going to fire the way that you want them to. Sometimes you'll have some technical issues, and you'll have to kind of fix those on the fly. But your lifters are still lifting, and we're still in the middle of a flight. And in a lot of ways, we kind of have to just go back to either if you have the cards disposable, hold up the cards. If you don't have the cards, thumbs up or thumbs down. I mean, it's one of the most embarrassing things you could do to a lifter is in their face just put your thumb down. But it's like, I've been at meets where I had to do that. You've seen meets where that's had to happen, where it's like we're back in the Stone Age, you know what I mean? But you can't do anything about it. You're at the mercy of the technology of whether or not it works. So that's something that's still kind of changing in in the paradigm of modern powerlifting.
Yeah. Tiffany starting us off with raw bench attempts, 67.5.
Let's see it, Tiff.
Oh yeah,
Tiffany, very wide bench. I mean, you
Very
see
wide
that is right on the cusp of what we call legal. Tiffany Leung. Now that's actually something we could probably talk about in between lifters there, Perk, is those max grip lifts, right? Like, I mean, we talk about a high risk, high reward kind of thing. Obviously, we understand you're doing a lot of things to kind of like stay on the fringe of the rules, we could say, where it's still technically a good lift. One of those max grip high arch benches, you're doing that a lot of ways to kind of eliminate that range of motion.
Yep.
But that also inherently means that like your sticking point is early, and also where if you don't get it off the chest, it's over.
It's over. It's
Yeah.
over.
You know what I mean? One small issue.
You'll
And
see
that's-
next.
Yeah.
Caitlin Berry is the epitome of it.
Right.
I honestly think her arch is probably
Better than Sean's?
better than Sean's.
Don't say it.
It's better than Sean.
He's here. No. All right. Vanessa Furby. He just popped his head out. No. Bench opener, 67.5 kilos for Vanessa. Vanessa,
yeah.
a little bit more standard, a little bit more kind of like obviously a max grip, but not as crazy of an arch.
Yep. You
There
can
you
see
go.
that all these lifters forms are different. Not every lifter is the same.
Yeah.
Some people have higher arches. Some people have wider grips.
So our masters lifters, they were doing the master grip. I mean, like flat backed and almost close grip. I mean, or what we would call today like close grip. You know what I mean? But
Football
also
bench
like
press?
raw. I mean, flat masters grip bench press. I mean, that was why they all had massive arms and chest. I mean, success leaves clues.
Success leaves clues.
Heather Foss, bench opener, 70 kilos. And actually, to that point too, Perk, that it's such an interesting thing where you see kind of how lifting has changed over the years, and you see it reflected on how the masters lifters lift, where you see a lot of conventional pulls, you see a lot of very close grip bench presses and things like that.
High bar squats.
Yeah, high bar squats. You see different execution of lifts, like it's different equipment. Oh no, could be a technical error.
Yep.
That was her opener.
Technical error probably for
Yeah,
her.
you know, I would, but conventional wisdom says Heather would likely retake this attempt.
Retake that attempt.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure we lock that in. That's what we
Yeah.
want to make sure. We have to make sure you stay in the meet, because if you miss 3 attempts on a lift, remember you are disqualified from the meet.
And it's interesting you say that, Per, because that actually we saw that happen twice yesterday. Unfortunately, in each case, I want to say at least. I do believe either one or both of them continue the meet, which you're at the Arnold, you
Of
might
course.
as well continue
Yeah.
to meet. Does your total post? No, it doesn't. It doesn't get sent to the national office. You can't count that as part of your total. But if nothing else, it's a learning experience, and it's a good chance for you to be able to continue to grow as a lifter.
Exactly. Got Haley coming up. Their first bench attempt, 82.5 kilos, 182 pounds.
She's setting up properly, digging her traps into the bench properly. She's of the technique where you put your feet up on the bench first.
On the same way.
Yeah, and then you set up from there. You see, and then they're waiting. The referees are waiting for her to put her butt down, and then
Oh, she
Ooh,
jumped.
Perk.
She jumped the command. She already knew it. She already knew it.
no.
She's okay. She's
something.
understanding. She's
Something
good.
went wrong there. Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah,
no
it's
big deal. Now,
She'll probably go up on that.
I would go up on
Yeah.
that one too, and that's we saw how quickly that moved, right? But Not a huge deal,
Yeah, I wouldn't take a huge jump,
but rare.
Definitely.
Rare
Yes,
for
that's
our
rare.
pros.
Actually, that actually happened to me in my one of my last meets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I jumped the press command. Like it just
Yeah.
happens sometimes. Like you think
Yeah.
you can call it in your head.
You get a
and-
little hype, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some things, there's a lot of caffeine, maybe a little sniff of ammonia, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of
exactly.
stuff going on. Bench opener for Gina Hensley, 97.5 kilos, 215 pounds here for Gina. Rocking the A7 meat shirt.
Good tight setup. Trying to make sure you dig those traps into the bench.
And that's actually something worth talking about too, Perk, is selecting to get a spotter or a selfie, a self handoff or a self liftoff, because, and you'll see here from Gina, very technically sound bench, very clean, beautiful bench. 3 white lights for Gina, and that's actually something worth talking about, just because when you get a liftoff from someone at a meet, that's a variable that's outside of your control.
Exactly.
That's something that actually you don't know who's going to hand it off to. You could tell them, like, hey, just give me like just a very little bit, just up, or like just up and out,
And they'll
like,
take you off the bench.
and they'll just rip your shoulder out of place. Whereas if you depend entirely just on yourself, that's always on you every time. You can replicate it every time, and that's when it comes to powerlifting. You always want to try to eliminate as many variables in your lifting as possible. Here comes the Drip King.
The Drip King. Is he
Of
wearing the
course,
same J's?
no, in the Notorious lifts, but which
Yeah,
is
that
the
makes
no
sense.
slip drip.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
slip drip.
of course, it's free advertising for everybody out here. Bench opener, 110 keys.
Oh yeah, Kurt.
Oh, Kurt,
Hey, you're supposed to take that in the warm up room, Kurt.
that's right.
I'm
yeah.
disappointed in you.
Come on, Kurt.
That was
We
that
need
was-
more weight here.
Yeah. Here we got Caitlin Berry.
Very strong there for Kurt Navarro.
Opening up with 115 kilos, 254 pounds.
Now,
from
Perk, you
Caitlin
talked
Berry.
about this bench here too, and like you said, this is something that you said in arch and a setup that would essentially put the hamstring poppy to shame.
Yeah, I think it would, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Kiss My Arch himself.
That's right. And look who she's coached by.
Yes.
You couldn't make this up, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here first. Coached by the great Sean Noriega himself. One of the greatest 82.5 kilo lifters of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, Kat from Texas. Kat.
Cat. Bench opener. I won't even pretend. I'm a Virginia boy. Bench opener, 115 keys.
Look at
For
that arch.
Caitlin, you can't make this up. No. Oh, no. What happened there, Perk?
It was the handoff.
It was the handoff.
It was the handoff.
And
That's what it is.
writes itself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and again, I assume Caitlin knows probably what happened. That was a very interesting case. I'm not sure if she retakes that.
She
may or may not.
I think she will. Well, actually, being coached by Sean, she actually might go
She
up.
might go up.
But-
because I've seen him do as much.
Yeah. But that was just
Right.
she's very technically sound on
Yeah.
her liftoffs. I've lifted her off a bunch of times.
Right.
It's very
She's very
difficult.
particular.
It's very difficult to give her a lift off, just in general.
Right.
Just the way, because she literally does not help at all. Some lifters
Right.
like push up
Yeah.
a little bit and try to help,
Yeah.
but no. Yep, there goes Sean going out to the judges table.
To see if they can get
Yep.
a relift,
Yep.
possibly. Well, it was 3 reds, so I mean,
Oh, yeah, you
I'm
can,
not
yeah.
sure you can, but that's okay. He'll probably talk to the spotter if
Yeah.
anything. So here comes Christian Cornegay, bench opener, 155 keys, 342 pounds for Christian Cornegay. We'll talk a little bit more about Caitlin's bench here in a moment.
Look at him.
And again, Christian, one of the great technical lifters here today. You see how quiet his, and again, I'm going to keep saying that about Christian Cornegay's lifts. Everything very, very quiet,
Yeah.
very simple. 3 white lights for Christian, coached by a B of so strength. That's something that, again, we were talking about how success leaves clues. Well, Christian Cornegay is one of those guys where when you see him squat, he doesn't have that, when they say big air, there's a misconception that it's that's actually up in your chest. It's actually not. There's a difference between, expansion and compression, but beyond that, it's more just you actually want to draw the rib cage down, right? You want to almost expel that air, draw that rib cage down, and then lock the air in. It's almost 2 different things, and you see Christian Cornegay execute that on the bench, but seeing or on the squat earlier, but then on the bench you see him kind of take that air up,
Yep.
as a difference, right? So you can only see that from these pro lifters, how technically sound they are, very, very quiet setup kind of thing. And you can see from the self lift off, he doesn't depend on anybody else. He doesn't need it, right? And you can do that whenever you need to at the gym. Just make sure you set the face savers high enough, just in case, right? And here comes Lorenzo Barnes, bench opener, 210 keys for Lorenzo. Oh yeah.
Easy, of course.
Lorenzo Barnes.
I wouldn't put it past Lorenzo. And I think we have what, one more person left in this fight.
Take a guess.
I wonder who it could be.
I wonder who it is, Perk. Yeah.
Oh look. They
Oh yeah. No.
just,
okay.
Just
cool.
the blue. Just the blue.
Just
not,
the blue.
Not even a red.
He was taking it easy. I don't want to go too crazy here. I want everybody. He literally just benched 225 keys not even 2 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Cronin, the great Matt Cronin. Dr. Matt Cronin.
Dr. Matt Cronin.
That's right.
He's ready. He's prepared.
That's
He's
right.
like, is the bar not loaded yet?
Some of the best hair of our heavyweight lifters.
Man has luscious locks.
That's right.
I wish.
Great flow, great lettuce. Bill McCarthy of Get the Lift, his coach.
Does he do self lift off?
Matt,
Yep.
take a guess.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
We talk about again eliminating the variables, and you can't say it enough. It really does mean trying to control everything really on your own as much as possible. And Bill McCarthy is a great bench technician, so you expect nothing less from his athletes.
Oh, of course.
If you blink, you missed it because it looks like we did. All right, 215 keys, 474 pounds, 3 white lights. Expect nothing less from Matt Cronin and Bill McCarthy. I mean,
they're letting her retake it.
it's such an unbelievable bench
he's
press.
amazing.
I mean, so good, and that's actually something that specifically Bill McCarthy. I was talking with them in the warm up area. If nothing else, you learn from him, it's how to bench a lot of weight.
Yeah. Man's amazing.
I mean,
Sensational.
it's not even just sensational, but beyond that, Jake Amendola, also one of the great benchers, also came from the same camp.
Oh,
You
of
can't
course.
make any of this stuff up.
Of course.
And like Perk said, we are getting a relift
Yep, she's getting a relift.
for Caitlin Berry.
So that means it was 100% the spotters.
That's right. So look how very specific and probably angrily Caitlin is telling her spotter how she wants this lift. And look how low her rack height is,
Yes.
folks. I mean, this is I can't even describe it if we're here. I'd imagine, Perk, that has to be less than a 5.
Yeah, that's
if we had to
definitely-
guess,
it's like
right?
It's like a 3.
Jeez Louise. All right, so let's see how high that bench is, right? Yep. Start. Yeah, and let's talk a little bit very briefly about that, Perk. This is part of the issue with having that very wide maxed out bench press or grip, and also the arch being so high, is we talked about, hey, a lot of times as a national referee, they kind of tell you, like, make sure that these high arch lifters get a proper pause.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, a national referee will even hold it a little bit longer if you have
If you
one
have
of
an
those
arch, exaggerated arch.
If you have an exaggerated arch.
Yep.
We just saw it just here. I don't want to say it was too long of a pause, but it was an honest one. We'll call it that.
It was an honest
and
pause.
Caitlin, I would think has to probably retake that.
Yeah, she'll definitely come back and retake that again.
Yeah, that means 3 times she would take the exact same weight. That's very fatiguing there, Perk. Yeah, it's gonna be.
At least she gets 2 more tries.
That's right.
At least
That's
she
right.
gets 2 more tries.
That's right. But it's a tough, again. Caitlin is a very high level lifter. She's a professional for a reason, but it does beg the question of, like, it's a high risk, high reward thing.
It is a high score. And then missing that attempt twice.
Yeah.
That's
very fatiguing.
That affects people mentally also.
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah, absolutely.
Great
Tiffany
lift for
Leung,
Tiffany.
70 keys. Tiffany Leung.
Yep.
All right, 3 white lights for Tiff. Great lift there for Tiffany. But yeah, no, we talk about that and the different kind of bench styles and different squat styles and different deadlift styles. It's not just in the bench press where having, like, the maxed out thing. You can talk about having the max stance squat,
Yep.
right? Where inherently it's going to be tough to can you essentially kind of barely get in and hit that hole? But it's tough to, we see the types of lists by Sean Noriega and David Wilson and stuff and the like. If you can hit that depth, great. But, referees are really going to be watching you in particular.
Exactly.
Right? And trying to make sure that you hit that proper depth.
You got Heather coming up. 70 kilos, 154 pounds. Second attempt.
Oh, yeah, Heather.
It was easy. Looked like an opener.
Great work by Heather. Let's see the call.
Yep, 3 white lights
Expect nothing less there.
from these pro lifters.
That's right. And again, yeah, when you see things like any sort of lifters, especially our pro-level lifters, they're not going to miss on technicalities for the most part. We're going to see them mostly miss just on strength.
Yeah, these pros have definitely perfected their lifts. They figured out what works best for them, and they use it to their advantage.
Yeah. They're at the Arnold for a reason.
There's only a select few that get pro cards.
That's right. Even less that actually earn money from those meets too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's very tough to podium.
It's very slim.
Yeah. Vanessa Furby, 72 keys on the bar for her second attempt.
Oh yeah, good job.
And you notice that pause command was slight. You could say slightly quicker than Caitlin's,
Yeah.
right? And again, sorry to harp anything on Caitlin. It's just more you want to call things out when you see them, and hopefully it has some utility for our live stream audience, lifters that are possibly very young in their career and still kind of like in the infancy of their powerlifting career. And they see like, oh, well, I kind of want to try that max grip high thing. Well, absolutely try it.
Yeah.
Absolutely try it.
No harm, no
try
foul.
try anything because you don't know if you're going to be that if that's your kind of lift, if that's how you can execute it the best. This is powerlifting. It's called powerlifting for a reason. What can you lift? What style can you lift the most with?
The most weight.
That's right.
Most efficiently.
That's right. Haley Hunter, bench second attempt, 82.5 keys. For Haley. Wearing her flat shoes, the Vans.
The Vans. Back at it again with the Vans.
Back at it again. Haley Hunter.
Oh, my
All right.
Who's her coach? Plumb me to him. Where is
Yeah.
he? I need to have it speak with him. Because that was an opener. Actually, I'll take it back. It was the last warm-up attempt in the warm room.
That's right. She's still warming up. That's the mentality out here, Perk. Remember, that's second attempt. That's that last warm up.
Does she?
Yeah. She just came here to do 3 reps.
Yeah, okay.
Squat,
okay.
bench, and deadlift.
That's it.
That's right.
She came out here to warm up on the platform and just beat everybody.
That's right.
I understand.
That's right. Great work by Haley. Gina Hensley, bench second attempt, 105 keys.
Oh, I like that tattoo on her shin.
I didn't see that.
I think it's from Avatar: The Last Airbender for my.
Oh. Shout out to my fiance. She's got me in that show.
Really?
Yeah. Tori, I love you. All right. Bench second attempt. 105 keys. Gina Hensley.
Self lift off.
Yep.
Eliminating
Again, we
those
talked
variables.
talking about those variables, right? All right.
yeah.
Gina
Really
Hensley.
strong second
and
attempt.
super technical. I mean, like, when you talk about a great bench press, you don't see a lot of exaggerated movement in the legs. You always see they're very stable. Why?
Yep.
Because they're driving already
That leg drive.
before the bar pops out. Shout out Sean Collins, Barbells and Cats, Sincere Powerlifting out of New York.
I just feel like her attempt moved so well because of her coach picking that great attempt.
That's right.
Arian.
That's right.
Arian.
Arian Tank.
The
Arian
tank
Clemesi.
out here picking
right.
fantastic numbers.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the spotter about the handoff.
That's right. Okay, yeah. And again, this is again not to harp on things with any one lifter, but this has to be this way. It has to be called this way. All the referees have to call it. Why? Because Caitlin is unique in the fact that she does have a very exaggerated arch. And that's okay. because it's within the rules. You saw how quickly she got a start command.
Exactly.
It's just that the pause is inherently probably going to be a little bit longer.
They got to make sure you touch that chest.
Yeah, it's honest. That's the only way I could call it is it's honest.
When you have an inch of range of motion,
Yeah.
It's going to be a delayed press.
That's right.
Press command.
And sometimes, Perk, and again, this is just something we're trying to give some utility, some advice to the lifters watching. Sometimes you'll even see some of these high arch lifters potentially even get away with not even touching the chest.
Yes.
In some they wear a certain colored singlet, and it's just like they get to a point where it's just like, it's just very softly touching the fabric of the shirt. But that's technically, by the letter of the law, legal.
It is.
Because all you have to do is touch it. But then sometimes you could even get away with not touching it if you get the press command.
If it blends in with your
That's right.
your singlet.
Little tricks of the trade here, folks. So let's see Caitlin Berry bench second attempt.
That's a better lift off.
Much better lift off. Very quiet.
Yep. See?
Did that go down?
Did it go?
It looked like it went down. Caitlin.
3 white lines.
Good
Okay,
lift.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, oh man, I don't know if that's her boyfriend. I certainly hope it is because that's
It's her
okay.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
It's her boyfriend.
It's her boyfriend. Yeah, so it's like that's someone's very excited back there. And, but yeah, no, great lift there by Caitlin. And I don't know if this was something that our live stream audience noticed, but a lot of our referees, they're actually talking in the background now and how they want to judge that lift. And that's very common, especially at the high level of our national referees. The other national referees that I've worked with were very communicative with each other. We talk about what we saw on each lift. We talk about particular lifters. If we see something that looks a little bit funky, you want to make sure that there's a lot of communication. All the great referees, especially the ones we have here on the national level, they need to communicate so they kind of they have a standard on what we're looking for moving forward.
Yeah.
Here comes our boy.
Make sure everyone agrees about the rules.
That's right.
Make sure there's no.
That's right. Very important. And understanding kind of what we're all looking for, right?
Communication is very key between the judges.
Yeah. Kurt Navarro, the Drip King.
The Drip King.
He's going to have a new tag on his IG, isn't he?
He should have had the grill. He needs
Just
the
the
grill.
grilled out,
He needs
yeah.
the grilled out, bro. Just
Yeah.
instead of the mounted guard.
I don't see the dangly earring, though. That was a missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity, man. I'll let him use mine. I'm going to go run out there and give him mine.
Yeah, we was talking about that on Friday. But does Young LA make a singlet? No? All right. They should. All right, Kurt Navarro, bench second attempt, 117.5 keys for Kurt Navarro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Kurt Navarro. You can't make it. Look at the graphic in the background, too, with the
Arian, please put more weight on the bar.
USA jacket and all. The
He's
national team.
Flexing
That's
on
what
him.
team?
He's always
Do we
flexing.
have a... It was like, okay, all right, we're good. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we had a 3 white light lift there. It looked like it. Didn't want to speak out of turn.
Got Christian coming up next.
Christian. Shop
Guy.
Gym product.
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right. Incredibly strong young lifter.
I was wondering why everyone was wearing A7 shirts. It's because he's
And
their
it-
sponsor.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, please don't fire me, Jason.
It's all good.
No,
It's,
please do not fire me, A7, please.
Jason, also a great guy from A7. So let's take a look again. This is, again, a beautiful bench setup by Christian. He pushes his legs down. He sets his feet, and then he sets himself. No wasted movement.
No wasted movement. Straight
I mean,
up and
you
down.
see the legs. The legs are driving hard from the start.
From the start.
Before the bar pops out. 3 white lights.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. People think that you should just have leg drive whenever the bar touches your chest.
Right.
But you want to have constant leg drive throughout the whole lift.
The leg drive really starts when you're
Yep.
kind of setting up.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
like people think I start as soon as I press, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's way too late. And actually, that's a lot of cases why you see the butt pop up. That's that hip extension,
Yeah.
right? It pops up off the bench, and unfortunately, that actually ends up working against you,
It does.
especially in powerlifting, because if your butt pops off the bench, guess what?
Red light.
Red light with a yellow card, folks.
Red light with the yellow card.
Yeah.
Also, you have to keep your head in contact with the bench. Also.
Yeah, we're this is the one true Fed here, folks. We don't allow that stuff.
No, we don't do none of that around here.
Yeah.
Feet flat on the floor.
That's right. It's the one true Fed. We're elitists out here, folks. Lorenzo Barnes, bench second attempt, 217.5 kilos for Lorenzo.
Let's go, Lorenzo. I want to see you bench 500 today, buddy.
Lorenzo Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
oh, yeah, I think he can do it. I think he has 25 pounds in him.
let's see it.
I think he has 20 pounds in him.
Give it
look
to
at,
me.
look at him. Look at the look. Look at
Something
the look.
slight. Yeah, he said, okay, yeah. He's okay. He's got a question for our referee over here. Real quick, what was the call? Okay. And again, that's one of the things that our experienced lifters should understand. For our younger lifters, you do always typically want to follow up with the referees that kind of threw you an infraction and ask what that was. So there seemed to be an infraction there on the right side, and he asked that referee. Here comes our boy Matt Cronin.
Matt Cronin.
Also rocking the Vans. Making sure you wear that proper footwear where you can kind of grab the ground properly. Those in the know.
Yeah, a lot of the lifters use flats for bench.
Now they do.
Yeah.
Now they do. I know we kind of shifted that one. 222.5 keys for Matt. Easy one.
Easy one.
Essentially retaking the exact bench that he took.
Hey, I want to see a
If I had
2.5
to-
kg PR.
I mean, if I had to guess, I would think Matt honestly probably doesn't take the third. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. But it wouldn't shock me, especially given the fact he just won the bench press earlier.
We got Tiffany coming up next.
And we're moving on to Tiffany Leung. Moving along quickly here at our Arnold Pro-Am, A7 Pro-Am, raw and equipped here at the Arnold Sports Festival. Tiffany Leung coming out for bench third attempt, 72.5 keys, 160 pounds here for Tiffany. This is a PR attempt here, folks. 5 kilo PR attempt.
She's got it.
Oh, solid work though today by Tiffany.
Got Heather coming up next. 72.5 kilos on the bar.
Heather Foss.
What is this? Is this will match her personal best bench.
You love to see that too. There's nothing wrong there with matching a personal best, right?
Oh yeah, nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, you're fortunate if you get the chance to do something like that too. Heather Foss getting a long hold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Heather. Great execution.
Great way to keep that bar vertical.
Oh yeah, certainly. 3 white lights there for Heather. And Perk, that's something interesting to call out there too. When you get a long hold, how does that feel on your third attempt? You know what I mean?
It feels like the bar's just gonna go back towards your face. You just
Right.
get so fatigued.
It takes forever,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It feels like, why is this taking 20 minutes right now? Are we
And
doing
it's-
static
It's
holds?
literally 2 seconds.
Yeah,
but it
shout out
feels like
Jen
minutes.
Thompson. Yeah, I mean, like, are we just gonna hold this for 5 seconds or for 30 seconds here? What are we doing? You know, I know there are some lifters that actually like the technique of using heavy holds. That's why I mentioned Jen Thompson. In a lot of ways, it's a mental thing.
Yep.
It helps
It is.
allow. It helps out. Like you have the confidence. It's in my hand. You're not going to move it, but it's in my hand. I know what it feels like, and that's a big mental barrier, especially when it comes to powerlifting.
Yeah, I think that's what helped me a lot with my raw lifting, my raw squats. The only reason I don't get scared of lifting that much is because I've squatted
walkouts?
700 equipped
Wow.
before. So
Yeah. Vanessa Furby, bench third attempt. We're doing reds now here, folks. Oh, Vanessa. Oh,
Good try
crawling
for
out now.
Vanessa.
Oh, solid attempt there, Vanessa. But yeah, no, that so you would say then, Perk, that you tend to kind of skew yourself, like, since the fact that you've squatted very heavy weights, especially equipped. It doesn't really have that fear factor for you anymore when it comes to the raw.
Yeah, I lost that a long time ago whenever I started raw.
Yeah.
Because I think my heaviest equipped squat was probably around 650.
Would you say that's something where it was more like it's just seeing it on the bar, or is it feeling it?
It's more feeling.
Okay,
Because
all right.
I really can't calculate kilos that much.
Okay.
So,
No,
so
I mean, like, just out of curiosity, like when you see all the reds on it versus like when you finally pop it out of the bar. Because I mean, I just speaking personally, for me, it's when I see the reds on the bar that I'm like, all right, it's getting real, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, it's like I'm already kind of almost psyched out where it's like where the bar when the bar is already probably like, oh no, yeah. Also, why I'm not a pro, but yes, Haley Hunter bench press third attempt, 90 kilos.
90 kilos.
We can continue that one in a moment there, Perk. Interested to hear your thoughts on that.
This is matching Haley's PR.
Let's see it, Haley. Yes, Haley Hunter. Have a day, girl. 3 white
Good
lights.
job, Haley. But yeah, I believe that it's for me it's just like the feeling of it. So
Yeah.
like just feeling it on my back, I'm like, oh, like this actually feels heavy. And
Right.
it's usually just essentially the unrack, just the unrack,
Right.
not taking a step at all. So when I get underneath it and I just go straight up,
Yeah.
and I feel like how much whip is on the bar,
Right.
that's when I'm like, oh, this is actually
Yeah,
heavy.
and-
Whenever you feel the whip just moving.
You're right, yeah, and that's something that I think people don't understand is once you start kind of moving up in weight and you start adding more reds to the bar, it starts to become more of a thing where you have to take that time. Sorry, we're acknowledging someone off camera. Apologies on that. But yes, that is one of those things where as you move up in your career and you keep adding kilos to the bar, you start to find that you actually need to take a little bit more time when you walk out that bar.
Yep, you gotta take your time.
Very, very, very precise when it comes to that step, that 2-step, 3-step walkout, whatever you choose to do.
Yep.
But it all starts when you get under the bar. You know what I mean? It's how you orient yourself when you get to that bar. Comes Gina Hensley, bench third attempt, 107.5 kilos for Gina. Gina also great technical bench presser.
The self lift off. Oh yeah.
Oh, Gina.
Great third attempt call. Look at that, 3 white
Would you
lights.
expect anything less from Gina Hensley, though? I mean, like, seriously, that like she's just showed out, especially on the bench press. Unbelievable. And actually, that's something I want to call out, Perk, a little bit. So we see the low pile rug on right here for the Arnold Sports Festival. But I do recall that we didn't have that for Raw Nats. And if I'm not mistaken, some people had some thoughts on that different floor or that different carpeting.
Yeah.
Because if I'm
said
not
it was
mistaken,
very
it was a little, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was very slippery also. I don't know why that day, but that
But
day,
well, you're
like,
also one of those lifters that also utilizes proper leg drive.
Yeah. I use leg
Yeah.
drive like
So we
all
saw
of
you
it.
slipping a little bit. We saw everybody slipping.
Everyone was slipping.
Yeah.
It was just a slippy carpet in general.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing you could have done, like
Yeah.
try to like wipe the chalk off your shoes or anything.
Ironically, that was more expensive carpet.
Yeah.
Kurt Navarro, bench third attempt, 120 keys for the Drip King.
The Drip King.
Yes,
Oh,
Kurt
yeah.
Navarro.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see him deadlift.
I mean,
I'm excited.
oh yeah. He's gonna have something slight. Something slight. He's gonna have Supreme socks.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have
We
Supreme
for big time.
Versace socks.
Yeah. he's gonna deadlift in Gucci flip flops. Man, this is all free out here, folks. Caitlin Berry, bench third attempt.
Bench third attempt.
Stoked here for Caitlin. Now, obviously, again, we're watching this here. We saw a little bit of issues on Caitlin's side when it came to the officiating, when it came to the spotting. She had to take a relift earlier on that bench press. She's very particular about how she gets this handoff. So for her third attempt, I can only imagine she's really making sure that they know I need it exactly so. I'm not going to like Perk said, I need you to lift the bar for me.
Yes.
Which is, by the way, not very common, but still, like, to each their own.
Let's go,
Caitlin
Cat.
Berry. Big bench here for Caitlin. Bench third attempt, 120 keys. Very strong lifter.
Getting that arch set.
Very strong lifter here. Caitlin Berry.
Soft lift off. Good. There we go.
Okay, very good. Everything looks good so far.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
where was that? Caitlin
like
Berry.
you said, it's hit or miss.
Yeah. No, she got that one,
Yeah,
right?
she got that one.
All right, Caitlin Berry. Big lift, shout out with in the 100. Yep, big hug from the boyfriend. Yep, absolutely. And the thing is, Perk, we saw that, and you just said it right there. It's actually very astute of you mentioning that. Yep. Well, I mean, when it works,
Yep.
and it's great, right? It's just one of those things that it takes a lot of stuff that you have to depend on that in a lot of cases had nothing to do with you.
Yep.
You know, so it is something to be said about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does Nori also do a selfie, or does he use a lift off?
I think he uses a lift off.
Okay,
I'm
all
pretty
right.
sure he uses a lift off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Okay.
He does.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like getting a lift off just saves more energy.
Oh, it does. Absolutely, it does. Yeah, it's just the variable of
Yeah.
it, right? Christian Cornegay, bench third attempt, 167.5 kilos. But yeah, getting the lift off, it absolutely does help. But then it begs the question of, Matthew Cronin can bench almost 600 pounds and he doesn't use one, so
Right,
what's my
exactly.
excuse? Yeah. Christian Cornegay, 369 pounds for the Shop Gym product himself. Great bench setup here. Christian,
Good try from Christian.
Simone, yeah. Very, very solid attempt there. In the Mint notorious list, the no slip drip.
Oh, we have the man,
Oh, he's doing it
the
again.
myth,
The legend.
the legend,
Oh.
Matt Cronin.
Now it's interesting to note here, Matt's all-time bench press PR is 240 keys. Now I don't see, we do see. Okay, this is a little peer into the back room area, but currently, yeah, Matt's all-time PR is 240 keys.
So this is just another walk in the
This is
park.
just another walk in the park. He's essentially replicating exactly what he did earlier, which was 225 keys earlier. So we're essentially just doing. Matt is having a very glorified SBD day. Let's see, Matt. Dr. Cronin, seeing that setup with the flat shoes. My colleague Perk mentioning why you want to have flat shoes. You want to be able to grip the ground.
Use that leg drive. Oh yeah.
You can't make this
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I mean, how many words can you use to describe how great Matt Cronin is?
I'm mad, Matt. You could have added a 1.2 on the sides.
That's
But
right.
you could have made it 501. But you know what? It's okay. I'll give it to you.
We still love him out here. Three
we
white
still
lights
love you.
there for Dr. Cronin.
I think this is our last lifter in the flight before we start deadlifts. Lorenzo Barnes. 501 pounds.
Renzo Barnes, man. He's showing out today.
This is it.
He's showing out today. Coached by Prime Predator Performance. Say that 5 times fast there, folks. Lorenzo Barnes, A7'd out.
P3 on his back.
Let's go.
Prime Predator Performance.
That's right. Prime Predator Performance. Shout out Ray Williams, the GOAT. Also wearing the gold no-slip drip
I
here.
know, right?
That didn't get lost on me, by the way.
Drippy.
Yeah. Well, let's see it, Lorenzo. 500-pound bench press here. Lorenzo!
Let's see what the judges say.
Did he get the lockout?
3
Let's
white
go.
lights. Hey, I called it. I knew it. I
that's
knew he was going to
3
be
white
500
lights.
today. I knew it.
Wow.
I knew
Perk,
it.
you might as well be coaching him at this point.
Hey, put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Hey.
Lorenzo Barnes.
I do coach for Game Day Barbell. If anybody's looking for a coach,
Yeah, that's
I'm ready. I'm ready to call these numbers for you. Let's get strong.
That's right.
Perk strong.
Shameless plug. Hashtag Perk Strong. Lorenzo Barnes out here bench pressing my opening deadlift.
Right.
Big ups to Lorenzo Barnes.
Hey, bro, I can't even squat that right now. I can't squat.
This is the one
anything
time in my life I'll ever be stronger than Perk, and I want everybody to know that. Yeah. Michelle Franklin setting up. Oh, actually, that's a perfect time for us to segue. That is the last of our bench presses, naturally.
Yep.
So we will continue on for setting up for deadlift. Going to give our athletes about 10 minutes. Our amateur athletes will start with our deadlift portion, and then we'll continue on with deadlift from our pro division. And beyond that, anything else to call out for that you saw on bench there, Perk?
Yeah. I just saw that, first of all, I didn't know Matt Cronin was, could bench the world.
That's right. Yeah.
I knew he was an amazing athlete, but I didn't know that. And honestly, these equipped lifters are just shocking me. Like they're getting me more excited to get back in equipment. When I was at first, I was retired from equipment, but now I actually might make a comeback. They're making me regret retiring from equipment.
Hey man, I'm interested now too myself. So I mean, it's been a great showing, and especially not just the, like you said, the amateur lifters, but we saw some great lifting on our pro side,
amazing lifting.
and some interesting developments. We saw Caitlin Berry kind of go through it, but then also have the perseverance to be able to kind of recover stuff.
Exactly.
So like it speaks volumes to her character.
It speaks volumes to her character and how she became a pro.
Absolutely.
She took 4 benches today. That's a lot.
That's a lot,
especially with her type of bench.
Yeah,
that's a lot. 4 attempts in one day.
Yeah. Begs the question, how's that going to work for fatigue on the deadlift?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see, folks. So join us in about 10 minutes. We'll be back here. Myself, Leo, Bonet, and Dara, my colleague here, Austin Perkins. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes. See you then.
See ya.
We are live, folks. It's deadlift time.
It's
You know what
deadlift
they say,
time.
Perk? The meat doesn't start till the bar hits the floor.
It doesn't. This is my most favorite part to watch. Not to compete in, but to watch.
Michelle Franklin starting it off hot. 3 white lights for Michelle.
Now look at these spotters moving. These loaders. We got Kelly coming in next for our opening attempt deadlift. 160 kilos.
Here goes our girl Kelly.
Easy opener. Easy opener.
160 keys, 3 white lights for Kelly. Kelly all the way from Great Britain.
Oh, for my quip lifters,
God save the queen.
do not wear your squat suit backwards for deadlift. First off, it's bad luck. Second of all, it will push you forward. So I recommend buying a deadlift suit.
This is free stuff. If you want even more coaching, you can sign up with Perk Strong himself. Some plugs out there for our elite lifter and coach, Austin Perkins, based out of Austin, Texas. That's right, and Game Day Barbell. So make sure you check his out. Check out his handle at Perk Game Day. I believe that's his coaching service, his coaching handle. You can also find him on Perk Strong 74 kg. Probably got to change that to 75 kg. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a different name. I don't know what I want to make it.
Yeah.
I might change it to Alyssa because she's about to kill this deadlift.
That's right. Alyssa Orlando opening deadlift.
See, look at that.
Very clean there for Alyssa. 167.5 keys. 3 white lights for Alyssa Orlando.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. But do we have 3 reds on there?
That's right. We got 3 reds on the bar. That means we're starting. We're getting hot here.
Look at you hear that music playing.
That's right. We got the old school. We got the 80s. We got the AC/DC coming on here, folks. And look at the crowd. We are starting to pick up here in
It's getting
C-Pod.
packed.
It's getting lit out here, Perk. We're ready for it.
It's getting big.
You know what's big when we got 3 great shot right there by our production team.
Oh, yeah. That wedge was amazing.
195 keys. Great shot there, too. We got the roaming camera. Shout out to all of our visual team, our audio team, doing a great job here at the Arnold Sports Festival. Putting together a great meet, putting together a great production. Big deadlift here for Michelle Franklin.
I forgot how fast the equip session was going.
It always moves quick. It always moves quick. Making sure to clean off the bar. Perk, I don't know if you do this. This is something you see a lot of lifters do, or at least coaches and game day handlers do. Is they'll request that the bar be cleaned. I mean, typically it's cleaned after every lift on the 3rd attempt.
Yep.
But you can request for that bar to be lifted or to be cleaned even prior to all of your lifts.
Yeah, you can.
And why would you want that bar clean, Perk?
You want to make sure that bar is clean, so you make sure you have maximum grip on the bar. Because if that bar gets too clogged up with chalk, it's slipping
And not
out of
even
your
chalk.
hand.
There's other material,
Yeah.
right?
It's blood,
Baby powder.
baby powder.
Yeah, blood, baby powder. I mean, like all that stuff, you got to clean that off. If you have baby powder on there and you're trying to grip where there's residual baby powder from a previous lifter, well, guess what? That's probably going to slip.
Yeah.
It's
More than
built
likely
to
it's gonna
slip.
Yeah.
And that's, we talked about it the other day. Not sure if any of our other listeners paid attention. There's Gino Powerlifting, one of the greatest powerlifting announcers, the greatest powerlifting announcer. We'll just call it, call it what it is. And also our one of our best lifters right there, our head referee, wanted to call out that one of the greats of all time there, Tony. But yeah, absolutely. That's one of those things you don't understand. You see lifters covered in all this like kind of white material for their deadlift. Everyone, at least novice lifters at local meets, you'll probably see, they assume that it's all chalk.
Yeah.
The irony is actually that's two different white substances.
Yep.
That's baby powder on their legs, and in their hands is chalk.
You want to make sure the baby powder doesn't get in your hand so it won't slip, but the baby powder is made so your arms can slip up whenever you're deadlifting.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you want that baby powder because it assists with the lockout.
You don't want to put chalk because that will make it grip and make it harder
That's
for
right.
the lockout. For all my novice lifters.
And I was going to say, and we've seen that I think plenty at local
I've seen
meets
that so
where
many
it's
times.
I've stopped many a lifter from making that mistake.
We got Michelle out here getting ready.
Shell coming out hot,
She's gripping and
140
ripping
keys.
it. Gripping and ripping it.
Great shot
yeah.
here. Oh yeah, great one. A little bit of that
She's
Motley
done.
Crue. Turn that
Look
up
at
in the
that.
background, by the way, please. 3 white lights.
She is not even worried about anything. Back to the seat. She sat down, came out deadlifting, went sat back right back down.
Oh yeah, always fun when we kind of got the 80s going, the 80s rock music coming on. We got Gino on the mic. We got Perk on the mic as well. It's a big moment out here for Arnold Sports Festival, USA Powerlifting, the A7 Pro-Am, raw and equipped.
Pro-Am. Got Kelly, 175 kilograms, 385 pounds.
Kelly Layden Fair. Yes, sir. All right.
Great Britain.
Great lift. Great lift for Kelly. All right. You got the Kickstart My Heart going in the background. And Gino doing the thing. The powerlifting pirate himself, Alyssa Orlando.
Look at
Rocking the
Alyssa.
LVD
The
socks.
LVD,
I
oh,
love it.
old school.
I love it. This is what I'm about to say. Man, that hurts me.
Okay,
But yeah,
well, not that old school. Not that old school.
Deadlift second attempt. It's like, yeah, I just got some salt and pepper in my beard all of a sudden. Deadlift second attempt, 180 keys.
Oh, yeah.
Alyssa Orlando.
You know what amazes me is when female lifters can grip the bar and they have like tiny hands. I don't understand
no,
it because
no,
I
it's
feel like the
true.
bar is too big for my hands.
Yeah.
And then you have these 57s and
Yeah.
below that are hands half
Hook
the size
gripping.
of mine.
Yeah, they're like hook grip.
I'm like, how does your hand fit around the entire bar?
Doesn't make
anyway?
sense. Doesn't make sense. But it goes. It speaks to how great some of these.
Exactly.
Some of these.
It's amazing, right? Because like, I don't understand whose grip is that strong. Because I guess my grip isn't that strong.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, it's definitely an art form. It's something that you learn, you pick up along the way.
It's like when people have short ribs with the arch
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
or long legs for deadlift.
Yeah. And that's the nice thing about powerlifting is everyone's built for at least one lift.
Yep.
Everyone's built for at least one lift. It's
At
how
least
you
one.
it's how you build that total. And here we go. Lauren Cudworth, folks. Deadlift. Second attempt, 210 keys. Let's go, Lauren.
Oh yeah.
Great shot there. Production team. All right, 3 white lights. What I would give to be able to have my arm held up by Gino
Right.
powerlifting. by the way.
I've never had my hand raised by
Really?
Gino. No, never.
Well, that's something that obviously has to happen and probably
Right.
will happen, especially given you're still so young now, Perk. So we expect to see that at Raw Nationals next year.
Yeah.
Virginia Pro, shameless
Virginia
plug,
Pro, yeah.
Virginia Pro next year as well. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, this Arnold meet will actually be our Super Bowl of sorts next year.
Yep.
In some ways, where it'll be the pro finale.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
will be.
It'll actually be like our biggest meet of the year, beyond Raw Nats. of
Behind
course.
your nuts. The most money too. They're giving out a lot of money.
That's right. That's right. It'll be. I mean, next year's meet is going to be. I mean, even bigger than this, if you can imagine.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah. we don't have you on the mic, Perk, we better be seeing you on that platform.
Oh,
next
for sure,
year.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna compete like 5 times next year.
Yeah. We gotta make up. We gotta make up for lost time.
Right,
Absolutely.
right. I'm gonna just go to random meets, random pro meets.
Yeah. Now Perk just came in and took everything.
Did you just compete at the last meet last weekend? Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Here we go for Michelle Franklin coming out here hot. Moving quick on our deadlifts as expected there, Perk.
Right.
Deadlift third attempt,
Third
150
attempts already.
keys. Moving along quickly. Things are going well for all of our lifters. Don't believe we've seen anything miss so far, so we're doing really well here.
Yeah, we're doing really good.
Yeah, super excited. And for anyone who hasn't made a chance or hasn't had a chance to make it to Columbus, Ohio yet, just a huge plug just for the Arnold weekend itself. I don't know if anyone else watching has had the chance to be able to go, but it's a tremendous opportunity. It's a great weekend. It's beyond just the powerlifting itself. There's literally, I think, over 100 sports actually at this festival, right?
Yep. There's slap boxing.
There's
a slap
fighting
contest.
challenge, which later we're gonna see Angelo versus Perk. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. It's gonna be
It's
amazing.
gonna be on the Rogue stage. But yeah, we've seen
Bodybuilding.
bodybuilding. I mean, I saw all different types of martial arts. I saw like BMX stuff. I mean, like CrossFit, strongman. I mean, we saw every type of. If it's a sport, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw curling on here.
Right.
I mean, like it was so cool to see all of these kind of like different disciplines out here on the Arnold Sports Weekend. So everyone descends, the sports world kind of descends on Columbus, Ohio this weekend. It's a great spectacle.
We got Michelle about to grip it and rip it again.
Not lost on me that she wears the buckle in the back too. Very cool. Great
There we
attempt
go.
there. 3 white lights. Big lift there for Michelle. Yeah. Awesome. Great day for her too. Yeah.
Coming all the way from the UK.
That's right. Long flight home.
Long flight home.
But
But it's
she's
gonna be
gonna have
fun.
some hardware.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You get a few drinks on the flight.
Folks, we are adding more reds to the bar. It's about to get spicy.
Got Kelly coming in from Great Britain. She is doing sumo and not conventional. Sumo is a water stance. Look at Kelly locking that out with the fight.
fair, folks.
3 white lights for Kelly.
Have a day, Kelly. Unbelievable showing by Kelly today. All of her third attempts looked like a perfect call.
Perfect call.
Credit to her coach as well.
Nothing better than a coach that knows how to call numbers.
That's right. Also, why you should check out Game Day Coaching as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Joe Stanek. Shout out Matthew Holden as well.
Matthew holds systematic strength.
Systematic strength. One of the great coaches, by the way. Just a quick shout out. I think needs to get a lot more shine. Matthew Holden, systematic strength.
Amazing.
This Orlando.
Look at Alyssa.
Great shot here by our team. 190 keys for Alyssa Orlando. Let's see it.
3 white
Good
lights.
lift. Getting some great roaming camera shots here, Perk.
know, right?
Especially for deadlift. I again, you got to give a huge amount of credit to our production team here at USA Powerlifting. It looks great.
Yeah,
I
they're
really
getting the
love the
job done.
back shot as well, right? Like where you kind of see that full, where they actually get the full lockout,
Yeah.
and and our live stream audience can actually see it.
You can see the crowd.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I mean, this is this is definitely not for anybody who's epileptic in any way. So I mean, like, I wouldn't recommend it out here. But for the rest of you, also, it's such a fun time to be out here in CPOD. If you ever get the chance to kind of come out here, you actually don't even need to buy a ticket for the expo
Nope.
to be able to come out here. So
Walk
you can just
straight
just walk right in, go straight to CPOD, come hang out with us.
A free national USA PO meet.
Yeah, you can't make this up, man.
Can't get better than that.
Look at this. I mean, look at the crowd.
Look at the
Perk.
crowd.
I mean, Does it get better than this?
It does not.
It doesn't. Come on.
It does not.
Yeah. Lauren Cudworth, I mean, big hype for her this deadlift. 222.5 keys.
Oh, yeah.
Use this for the graphic next year. This is on the commercial. 3 white lights for
white
Lauren.
lights.
I mean, Perk, that's a
Way to end it off.
that's the promo video
Yeah,
for next year.
that's
Are
it.
we?
That's I need that. I need that.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Clip it. Send
Yeah.
it to me.
Yep. Lauren Cudworth, great day.
Can you-
Great deadlift.
Lauren, can you please teach me how to deadlift?
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
Me too.
I want to. I want to do my rehab with you.
Yeah, same. That was awesome.
Well, that just ended the day for our equipped lifters.
That's right. Great showing by our
Great.
amateur lifters.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, we talked about it earlier, but it is important to say, just like sometimes you don't know how it's going to look having the amateurs and then the pros on the same platform, but
Exactly.
it actually worked out really well here.
They've been keeping it good, keeping it going. Love the energy.
Yeah, very, very well executed lifts. And here comes our girl, Tiffany Leung, coming out hot, taking her opener, 142.5 keys, just shy of 3 plates and freedom units. $142.5 keys.
Tiffany starting us off. Our pro raw.
Triple body weight. Yes, Tiffany.
If you blink, you missed it.
If you blink, yes.
Just like
my,
us.
my man Perk on the mic. He's quick with it. 3 white lights. Tiffany Leung taken to it quickly here, folks. Perk is a natural.
All right, we got Furby coming up next. Miss Vanessa herself. 152.5 kilos, 336 pounds. Ready to get out here and give it her all.
Vanessa Furby.
Setting up. Sumo stands deadlift. Look at the blue nails, the match. I didn't even notice that.
I was about to say, I was like, hold on. The nails kind of fly.
Speedy deadlift, speedy first attempt for Vanessa.
The nails coordinating with the singlet
Exactly.
and the 3 white lights.
Look, hey, the bows in her hair are blue too.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Is she trying to take the throne for the drip king here? For the drip queen.
Look good, feel good.
That's right. That's right. Look good, feel good. Feel good, live good.
Feel good, live good.
That's right.
Oh, I love this song, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm also an angsty teenager myself. Heather Foss, deadlift opener, 155 kilos. Love the socks too, Heather Foss. Always get a chance to show your personality a little bit in powerlifting. It's fun. All right, Heather.
Facets.
Put some weight on there, girl. Love that. I've seen it a little bit, by the way, the buckle in the
Yeah,
back.
the buckle in the
yeah,
back, yeah,
a little bit. I've actually seen it quite a bit this weekend.
Yeah,
Kind
that's-
of want to experiment a little bit.
I'll have
No,
to try
that's-
that whenever I can
Yeah.
lift the barbell again.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I lift a barbell again.
Whenever I can
Yeah.
physically squat, or, you
Yeah.
know.
So tell us a little bit about how rehab is going so far. Perk, what is your rehab therapist going to have you doing?
So basically, as of right now, I just got cleared to walk around. I actually got cleared to come out here. At first, I wasn't cleared to come out here to even travel. But yeah, I ended up, for people that don't know, I had a hernia. Let's watch Haley first. Let's get hyped for Haley.
Haley, deadlift opener,
She's been killing it today.
172.5 keys. Yeah, she's been having a good day.
An amazing day.
You see her shake out those arms too. Shout out to Angelo, and more specifically, shout out to Hamstring Poppy, Sean Noriega. So got to lengthen those arms.
Yeah,
You got to
lengthen those arms.
Yeah. I didn't know that I did this until I watched a video back, and I do. Haley Hunter, yeah.
Of course, wasn't expecting anything less from Haley.
Of course. Let's see it. Yeah, 3 white lights. I mean, of course. But yeah, talking about your rehab
Yeah,
so far.
I had my hernia surgery probably about two and a half weeks ago. And as of right now, I just got cleared to walk. I'm going to start walking a lot, you know, at least like a mile or two a day. So I've been doing that as of right now. They probably won't let me start doing anything until I have zero pain, which I still have slight pain. It's not like bad at all. It's only whenever I move certain ways. But after that, they'll start letting me, you know, do a little band work, stuff like that, work the core. make sure that core gets strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we got Caitlin Berry, your fellow Texan out here, deadlift opener. 3 reds out here, folks. We're getting spicy.
3 reds.
175 keys in our communist units.
She's
Just getting
Psyching
those loose
herself
arms. Remember, like we shake those arms out. Why? Because you're trying to get the feel of lengthened arms. That's the entire purpose. Wedging in,
easy.
just a
That's
leg
a good
press
opener.
off the ground.
Great opener.
3 white lights for Caitlin. Doing great work. And moving on to our Gina Hensley. Deadlift opener, same thing. Kind of a nice thing for our spotters and loaders. They don't need to change anything, especially on deadlift. You don't need to change a rack height or anything. So you just make sure you tighten up the collars a little bit after that, and that's it.
Easy peasy.
Yep, very simple. Deadlift, 175 keys.
Let's go, Gina.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Some really great camera angles we're getting here. Love that, Gina.
Last warm-up attempt.
That's right. That's right.
Got Kurt coming up next. The Drip King.
The drip. Let's see what we got here. Does he got a different pair of lifts? Do you think he got a different pair
He has
of
to.
Notorious lifts?
He has to.
You know?
Probably change the whole singlet.
Well, I mean, we got to see. We got to see. They got to see the Supreme joint. I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Let's see. We still got the chain on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Something slight. Oh, what do you got here? Hold up. We got the Sabo good lifts? Hold up. We got the good. He was listening. He was listening. And he got the. It's not lost on me, the mismatched socks, too. But he's got the dripped out Sabo good lifts. Man, Kurt.
Let's go, Kurt.
You're a real one, bro. 237.5 keys. Big deadlift to open.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt. That's light work. It ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. Of course it is.
It's time.
Opening at 237.5 keys for Kurt Navarro. That's unbelievable. That's a great one. And, of course, who's up next?
Matthew Cronin, ladies and gentlemen.
Adding more reds to the bar. Turn up a little bit of that yay, please.
Yeah.
280 keys for Matt Cronin. Dr. Cronin, 280 keys, 617 pounds.
Look at him getting hype.
That's right. I'm an 808s and Heartbreak man myself, but this is still good too.
No one man should have all this power, Matt.
That's right. Well,
Dr. Cronin.
But he does. Dr. Cronin. You can't make this up, man. Remember the name, Matthew Cronin. Give me those 3. Don't even look at the screen. We don't need to. You know what you did out here. This is to be expected now. Now, I'm sure our live stream audience noticed who's actually still waiting in the wings.
Yep.
Would it shock you if I told you that he's actually going to pull after these two?
That would shock me.
Which, by the way, if you ever get to see Christian Cornegay deadlift, it's a treat. When you think that he's technical on his squat and bench, you just wait till this man executes a deadlift.
I'm ready.
Lorenzo Barnes. Lorenzo Barnes. The number of the beast, as Gino likes to say, 666, 302.5 kilos. Great graphic in the background.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Lorenzo Barnes. Incredible. Simple work.
Easy.
And look who is opening after those two. Christian Cornegay. When I said that Christian Cornegay is one of the great young and up and coming lifters, I meant it. Yes. I mean, it's one of those things where when you see a lifter who's so talented and young, but also technically sound, especially at his age, it speaks volumes to where you think he's going to go in the future. Mm-hmm. So look no further than a 305 kilo opener, 672 pounds, folks. Christian Cornegay, Arnold Sports Festival 2022. This is massive, massive weight. Watch how simple and quiet this setup is, folks.
Long arms.
Deadlift, sumo, a man of culture.
Hook grip, too.
Look at that. Again, let's see it. 3 white lights.
White lights.
I mean, and like I said, you watch Christian lift, it's simple, it's repeatable. It's one of those things when you see it, you understand.
Yep. Nothing under his sleeve at all.
That's right. That's right. What you see is what you get with Christian. That was a great deadlift.
Yeah, that was an amazing opening attempt. Very technically sound.
Yeah. Moving on to Tiffany Leung, deadlift second attempt, 152.5 kilos for Tiffany.
We got past first attempts fast.
We did. And we talked about that earlier. I mean, once you get past the equipped division and deadlift start, I mean, this is, we're going to be done here in less than 15 minutes. Triple body weight deadlift, second attempt.
Tiffany.
We got a packed C-pod out here, folks. There's no room to sit. Tiffany Leung. 152.5 keys for Tiff. Oh, yeah. 3 white lights. Great lift for Tiffany.
I'm pretty sure that was 2.5 keys over her
Is that a PR?
Yeah.
All right.
Second attempt, PR.
Let's go. Shout out to our research person,
We love those.
Rachel. And actually, Rachel is now on the mic. I actually hear her now. She's off there, off to the side, assisting Gino with the announcing. So shout out to Rachel. Great job. Out of USAPL Colorado, Denver. Vanessa Furby, 155 kilos for Vanessa. Big deadlift for her second attempt.
Speed.
All right. All right. Vanessa Furby.
All I see is lightweight.
Yep, that's right. We're moving right on, moving right along here.
Moving fast. Look at these guys pumping them out.
Heather Foss up next. 165 keys for Heather.
I just want to accredit these loaders that are doing these like amazing job here.
Absolutely.
They're keeping the meat moving fast.
You see some of these spotters and loaders after, like say you're at a 2-session meet. When you see them after the first session, they're just pounding food. They're all like covered in sweat and stuff and chalk and everything. And it's because they've been working so hard.
Yep.
364 pounds for Heather Foss. Great pull.
Here's some great number calling by these coaches.
Yeah, yeah. 3 white lights, and you would expect it too, right, Perk? I mean, you don't get to this level with bad coaching. I mean, you could, but it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult.
You know, I mean, like when you get to this high level, I like to say that it's more of a Venn diagram of things, where it's like you see a lot of the kind of the same coaches. There's a reason why there's so many good coaches at these major national level, world level meets, really.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw the likes of Nori in the background. Sean Noriega, also one of those great coaches. But you see them all around. I mean, the likes of Joey Flex, the likes of Team Craftsmanship, and Marcellus, and the great guys at Game Day and everything like that. Get the Lift, all the like.
We got Haley from Moorcat, California.
Look at that. Shaking it out a little bit there, Haley.
182.5 kilos.
Trying to get the
402 pounds.
sensation of long arms. A cue for the deadlift. Yeah, Haley, a little bit of a hybrid stance there, too.
Hip started high.
All right. Good lift there by Haley. Haley Hunter, have a day, girl.
Amazing day.
I tell you, Haley Hunter.
Now
We're going to remember that name after this day.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to remember.
Yeah. Incredible.
Coming right after, we got Caitlin Berry.
That's right.
185 kilos. This is I think this is a 12.5 kg PR.
And the thing is, you have to kind of call this out, too, Perk, is Caitlin Berry is not. When we see these kind of jumps, at every meet, there's a reason why. I mean, she's still very young in her career. You're going to see a lot of these kind of linear jumps from meet to meet for year to year. I mean, it'll slow down eventually, but early in her career, you're going to see kind of like these big jumps in the deadlift and squat, bench, and everything. 185 kilos for Caitlin Berry, deadlift second attempt. 408 pounds for Caitlin Berry.
Focusing up. Nori athlete.
Taking her time. Rocking the pug ones. Shout out Ricky Cho. One of the great lifters in our era.
Let's see what judges have to say. Moved good.
3 white lights. 3 white lights. It's just raining white lights out here, Perk.
I know, right? They're just giving them away for free.
I know.
Can I get one, please?
I know. I was going to say. Throw some back here, buddy. Gina Hensley. Deadlift second attempt, 185 kilos.
Let's go, Gina. Jump around.
Jump around a little bit. We're gonna start looking at the crowd now, Perk. It's looking like we're heading towards standing room only territory.
Right, exactly.
Soon. Yeah. It's getting packed out here at the Arnold Sports Festival.
Is the Grand Prix after this?
It's actually happening now, as you said it. 2 o'clock, yeah. There it is, Gina Hensley. 185 keys. Ooh. Looked good to us. 3 white lights. Yeah, it's actually funny you mentioned that, Perk. I do believe we do have either the Grand Prix or it's the other great meet that we're putting on. We have one at 2 and I believe one at 4.
Okay.
So I believe the Grand Prix. Correct me if I'm wrong. It could be 2 sessions, but I don't know.
I think the Grand Prix might be the one at 4.
It might be the one at 4. Okay.
Yeah, I think the one at 2 is the
squat
pro
challenge
bench.
or the pro bench. So okay, there you go. So yeah, so we have several different events that we have this weekend at the Arnold Sports Festival. Some of which take place here at the C Pod, which is free to enter. Others you actually need to do the pay-per-view if you want to see it online, and then you also need to pay a ticket to go in to see the Rogue stage inside the expo. So. This particular pro meet is actually free to watch, free to come in or watch online. You can see on the USAPL YouTube channel or on USAPL's live website.
Kurt making the second deadlift move.
250 keys for Kurt. All right. Big pull for Kurt. 250 keys, 3 white lights.
We know what we got to do. Got to add another red.
That's right, yeah, because here comes Matt Cronin. We're running out of reds here, guys. If anybody else has some extra Rogue kilo plates, come on down to Columbus.
Yeah, let us borrow them, please.
Yeah, because Matt Cronin's taking them all. 292.5 kilos, 645 pounds on the deadlift. This seeing that number on the bar, it blows my mind to think that we referred to Ricky earlier, but recalling back to Ricky's 700 pull at Raw Nats a couple years back. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't make that up at a 74 kg body weight. For reference, Matt Cronin is a 120 plus. Comes Cronin getting the slack out, wedging properly. Leg pressing off the ground.
Just like a doctor should do it.
That's right.
Dr. Cronin.
Dr. Cronin, 3 whites. Of course, a good lift for him. But yeah, we've seen some great deadlifters kind of come through our sport, and it's one of those things that when you get to see it in person, it's electric.
Yeah, that's like 2 white lights.
Yeah.
Angelo Fortino.
And I was gonna say, it was like it's a perfect segue because our media conglomerate, our team, really, 2 white lights. Angelo Fortino, the guy who actually kind of put together this broadcasting team, he's actually competing today in the Grand Prix. So we're going to wish him good luck. And for all of you that had the chance to be able to watch it, I would highly recommend it. Angelo, not just a great deadlifter, but also a great human being.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. 700 pounds. Lorenzo Barnes. Oh, looked like a blue card. Looks like a soft lockout. Looks like a soft lockout. Either didn't get the hips through or didn't get the shoulders back entirely. So if I had to guess, probably retake
Retake.
Just to see.
It looks like his coach was going over to the table.
Could be a relift. Because
Maybe.
it was a two
Two
red.
reds,
It was
yeah.
2 reds. Yeah, so you can get a relift there. That's right. So with 2 reds, you can absolutely appeal to the jury and ask for a relift.
$400.
That's right. Christian
For a small
Cornegay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first 700-pound deadlift.
From a 23-year-old.
23-year-old. And much lighter weight, by the way, if that wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
320 kilos for Christian Cornegay. So strength, coached. Very, very technical. Very silent. Very simple deadlift. Double overhand hook grip. Sumo pull. Look at that wedge. Oh, gets stuck at the knees a little bit. And that's something that's typically uncommon when it comes to the sumo there too, Perk, because we talk about the different stances in the deadlift. Well, typically in the sumo, it's going to be its slowest off the ground, and then it typically would get easier around your knees, but then for the lockout. But it almost seemed like he struggled at the top, whereas you would typically see that in a conventional deadlift.
I think it was probably because he pulls hook grip, and so with hook grip, your nail sometimes gets caught right there on your thighs if you have big quads and very, very muscular quads.
Yeah.
So that probably was the issue more than likely.
Right. Yeah. And obviously, if you don't want muscular quads, I would say not do this sport.
Yeah.
We have a lot of trouble buying jeans.
A lot of trouble.
Yeah.
The jeans I'm wearing now.
Yeah. These are these are also hyper stretched. So it's we've learned to adjust.
Tiffany.
The world is not built for us.
No, it's not.
No, the world is not built for us.
We're built for the world.
Yeah, we're built. That's right.
Tiffany.
Deadlift third attempt. This is a big one. 160 keys for Tiffany Leung. This is a 10 kilo PR attempt. Oh, it's all good, Tiffany. Still a great day.
Still a great day for
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Shout out to Tiffany. Great job. Great showing. Always awesome when you're able to compete on the Arnold platform. And really any platform, really. If you're healthy enough to be able to step on the platform and do your thing, it's always a great time.
Yeah, I say do it. There's always your first meet has to be some time. Might as well just go in and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what
absolutely.
it's all about.
Absolutely. Here we go, Vanessa Furby. Deadlift third attempt, 167.5 kilos, 369 pounds for Vanessa Furby. Let's get it, Vanessa. We got people in the background recording. Like, do you see that?
Yeah.
Way in the back.
Way in the back. Not even sitting down.
I mean, we're headed there. We're headed there, Perk.
Powerlifting next big thing.
That's right. Oh, Vanessa. Okay.
Good try from
No,
Vanessa.
all
Great
good.
day.
Still a good day. Still a good day for
great
Vanessa.
day.
And the thing is, this was something that I noticed when I was just a spectator watching these meets online, really. I saw a lot of missed third deadlifts, all the time. And just like, so why is that? I came to realize that, well, initially the Arnold was looked at as an exhibition meet.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways, people would just kind of run it almost as like a test meet, right? And it wouldn't contribute to anything else, like when it came to like trying to make it to Nats or anything like that. So in a lot of ways, that's still true now. Mm-hmm. Like you kind of see things and, oh, that's a very trippy kind of look right there. Hold on, that was it's like Inception there. But yeah, no, the interesting thing though is when you're at the Arnold, it's a vibe, it's a culture, man. Like you're out here to go for broke.
Yep.
Go for it, man. 168 kilos. You know what that means, folks. We're not going up in increments of 2.5 kilos. That means we are going for a record attempt. American record attempt here at the Arnold. Take a look at our graphic in the background. Shout out to our production team. Heather Foss, American record attempt, 168 keys. Heather, big pull for Heather Foss. Let's see it. What do the referees say? Good lift for Heather Foss.
New American record.
New American record for Heather Foss. Unbelievable.
That was our first one of this session, too.
What a massive, massive pull there for Heather. And what a great spectacle it is, Perk, to be able to kind of see that graphic in the background. And I don't know about you, but I get super excited when I see a non 2.5 kg increment.
It's
and
amazing.
we know what's going to happen next. Is wait a minute, that 168. That does. Oh. Lift your car and steal your girl.
Right.
257.5 kilos.
The same day.
Kurt Navarro. Let's get it here, Kurt. Big deadlift. 567
Easy.
pounds. Great pull.
The Drip King has done it once again.
Well, could you expect anything less than 3 white lights from Kurt Navarro? Great showing today by Kurt. And of course,
Here we go.
use all the reds here.
Here we go again.
Use all the reds, but at least save 1 or 2 for our boy Christian Cornegay at the end here.
Don't forget him.
Yeah. I mean, incredible deadlifts we've seen already. And some awesome ones we have here left to finish out our session here at the A7 Pro-Am Raw Equipped Open. Matt Cronin. 300 keys even. 661-pound deadlift for Dr. Cronin.
Dr. Cronin.
That's right.
Good wedge.
Let's see it, Matt. Yeah, Matt. Oh, Look, give him a hand because this man competed in the bench press before doing a full meet. He doesn't need to hit that deadlift for me to consider him incredible. I mean,
No, he does not.
Yeah, Matt Cronin is one of the great lifters of our time, especially now. Lorenzo Barnes.
I'm going to try this 700-pound deadlift again. I'm pretty sure the last time was just a technicality, correct?
Yeah,
think
I
it
mean,
was
so it
soft
was.
knees.
They called it soft. Yeah, it looked like a soft lockout. He had a blue infraction by the head judge. So we'll see what happens. This is he's retaking that same attempt. It was 317.5 keys, so 700 pounds. We should just call it what it is. It's 700 pounds.
700 pounds.
Yeah. But yeah, Lorenzo Barnes retaking that attempt, which makes about sense. I think that's the one. We're trying to get some hype out here. It's a big deadlift here. Let's see, Lorenzo. Now, is there a ramp there? Because it looks suspect. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, let's make sure he's okay. You gonna be all right? Yeah, okay, all right. Still a great showing for Lorenzo. Unbelievably strong power lifter.
Great day.
Yeah,
Had a
great
500-pound bench press today.
Yeah. Incredible. And let's cap things off. Let's cap things off with the Virginia boy himself, Christian Cornegay. So Strength, the Shop Gym in Ashburn, Virginia. Christian Cornegay going for a 705-pound deadlift to cap off the Pro Raw, the A7 Pro Raw at the Arnold Sports Festival 2022.
The last deadlift.
Let's see it here, Christian.
Final deadlift from Christian.
And folks, who would you rather have up there than Christian right now?
The
Here we see the setup.
23-year-old
Always
stallion.
making sure he's set up quiet, gets himself centered, reaches down. Is he doing? Oh, he's switched to mixed grip. Christian,
I saw that
no,
right hand.
still
start
give him a
opening
round
up.
of applause, folks. Christian
Great
Cornegay, remember that name because I'm telling you, this kid is going to be around for a long time. Great showing for him. And that should actually wrap things up for us on the first session.
Yep.
Any final thoughts that you have here, Burke?
None from me. I just want to say congratulations to everybody. They did amazing. I enjoyed commentating for you guys. It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Perk. I mean, we saw some things up and down. I mean, I know some lifters had great days. Some didn't have the days that they expected. But that's, as we like to say, that is powerlifting.
Yep.
But otherwise, we had a great spectacle, not just from our amateurs, but also from our pros. Looking to continue that on for our second session. So for myself and for my colleague here, Austin Perkins, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you guys catch us on here soon for session 2, and we'll see you around soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care.